see me doing it for real, and I'm sorry to tell you this ain't luck. I'm just trying to ball like the Oregon Ducks. But man, fuck it, this podcast sucks.
To the fucking church. It's Easter and Christmas.
Yeah, that's about it. Real bit. So were you going to your aunt's to celebrate Easter?
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
my fucking sister just moved to North Carolina. She was living in Colorado, and so my mom all of a sudden was like, "Hey, so I'm gonna go down and help Mel move." It's my sister's name, and and I was like, "What about Easter?" And she's like, "I don't know, like maybe ask your dad, like what he wants to do." My folks are together. That sounds like my folks aren't together, but they are together. and I was like. So, and there's this place down here called Dinosaur Barbecue. It's fucking awesome. And I saw that they were going to be open on Easter. So I'm like, oh, maybe I can sell my dad on that. And I call him up. I'm like, yo, Dad, that's not how I talk to my dad at all. But I was like, you know, right when I was about to get to like, you think maybe we could go to Dinosaur Barbecue? He goes, so I don't think I'm going to really be doing anything for Easter. And I was like, oh, no, yeah. He's like, I think your aunt's doing something. Maybe I was like, yeah, no, that's what
okay. So you just wanted to get a free party. Is what it is.
Yeah. I went there for brunch, saw my little cousins and shit, and the whole deal, you know.
Dude, I didn't even have an Easter, bro. My parents didn't get me an Easter basket for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
Like, okay, bro.
Jeez,
like,
bro.
Whatever, dude. I guess just say you hate me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not only was fucking Easter on 420, but I was also in Vegas at WrestleMania all day long on Easter.
Dude, my buddy went to that.
Dude, it was the fucking shit, bro.
Dude,
so cool.
Bro, I'm the Vegas guy. You got to tell me next time you go. I know a bunch of good spots to eat out there.
Oh, yeah? You're the Vegas guy.
Bro, last year for work, I went there 5-6 times and you know, got to go to some nice dinners and shit all the time. Everybody goes to Vegas. They think it's all about the gamble, bro. Let me tell you, man, the food in Vegas and the service in Vegas that's why you should go to Vegas. The service and the food is always top of the line, bro. Always top of the line.
You know what you're going to hate to hear then? What I had for dinner the 2 nights I was there, bro.
What'd you have?
First night, Olive Garden.
Oh,
bang, bang. Second night, McDonald's.
bro. No, that's fine. That's fine, bro. McDonald's is pretty good. I have a McChicken. I'm not a big fast food guy. I obviously with these big league pans, I try to cook a lot.
Yeah.
I try to cook as much as I can, but like I love like Asian food. Like I'm really big into it's spelled pho, but it's pronounced pho. I'm really big into pho.
Yeah.
Ramen. I was, fucking love ramen, bro. I was gonna get some of that earlier. Didn't end up getting any fucking ramen.
You got the bagel?
No, I didn't end up eating fucking anything. I had a pastrami sandwich.
Dude, that's
I had a pastrami. I love pastrami, bro. I love hot? Pork. Cold, bro. Cold. Yeah, I normally I'd like it hot. Have a Reuben, but I'm a big pork guy. I think pastrami's pork. I couldn't be Muslim or anything like that because they don't eat pork. I could never do that whole deal.
Yeah, or if I was Muslim, dude, I would just take the hell or eternity of fire
bro,
or whatever.
I fuck with the swine too much.
Yeah, dude, I fuck with the
swine.
Reuben's easily a top 3 sando I've ever had, bro.
Yeah, dude, Reuben's are bomb. Egg salad's fire. I don't care what anybody says. Egg salad's fire.
That's cool. I mean, I wouldn't make it or buy it, but I don't dislike the flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My favorite sandwich. Well, tell me.
Allegedly, allegedly the best egg salad sandwich in the world is from 7-Eleven in Tokyo. Allegedly, Tokyo.
Oh shit!
I listen. I just saw it on a fucking Instagram reel though.
Okay.
So I don't know
I've seen them. I've seen videos of them before. Like they look really good.
Yeah, people fuck with them, bro. I pulled out my Villains Brewery from Anaheim, Cali.
Nice,
for you, bro.
Just to rep, bro.
That's right. I was out there for work a couple times last year. I was working for the supplement company, and so I traveled around, did some shit like that. Try and make new partnerships.
You still work for that supplement company?
No, I got fucking laid off. So now I'm trying to find my next gig right now.
Really?
Yeah. I'm looking for like account manager jobs and stuff like that. You know, that's where it's at. You know, build relationships, maintain relationships with people, shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
real simple.
I mean, you got a
Get to
nice
travel
crib
here and
in
there.
New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, yeah. So I guess you know, I got a deal. I got a deal
Yeah.
on the place. You know, but.
Dude, it's fucking pretty fucking sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, people got to get on the Bud Heavies. I think that heavy
Yeah, bro.
beer has a bad rap right now. I think
This is
everybody's all over the light beer. Yes,
that's my
bro.
favorite IPA right there.
Those are
Hazy Sierra
classic.
Nevada.
Dude, I wish
Dude.
I had some heavier IPAs right now, like the Prison City Mass Riot. That one's so
Okay.
bomb.
Dude, I gotta ask some serious questions, bro. Because we're on the topic of beer, bro. We have to.
Yeah.
I got two slick questions for you that I feel like you'd have a pretty easy time answering.
Yeah.
First one, bro. Let's say you're going to hit the bar with the bros. You know what I mean? You're gonna have a good night. And you know, going into the night, you're like, dude, I'm fucking getting hammered tonight, bro.
Yeah.
You know
Okay. Yeah.
I'm getting fucking hammered tonight, bro. I might throw up. I might fucking choke on it and die, bro. Like
nothing unusual. Nothing unusual.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So that's a mindset you're in. What is your drink schedule? Like, what are you starting with? What are you sipping on? What are you regretting that you took at the end of the night, bro? You know what I'm saying?
All right. Fun fact: I'm not a big sugar
beer guy.
No. I'm a big. I'm an okay beer guy, but like, so I'm not a big sugar guy.
Yeah, me either.
I'm pretty anti like every once in a while I get a sweet tooth for like I don't know some Airheads or something, but like otherwise like I like my drinks mixed with like worst case scenario tonic water, bro. Like I'm big on water or soda water with drinks. So like huge tequila guy. Ready? Listen to this. Hang on, bro. This microphone thing, real quick. Side note. Ready? Could you fucking hear me drink that shit?
Wow. Wow.
I turned the game off.
Like, could you fucking hear me?
But so I'd probably start the night with they always say liquor before beer. Probably I'd probably have a like a double tequila water. Probably go with Casamigos. But if they have mezcal, mezcal's like a little bit nicer tequila. Kind of, it's got a different taste.
Bro.
It's go with some mezcal and do a mezcal with just a splash. Literally, when I say a splash, I tell the bartender, I say, look, just press the buttons and stop.
Okay.
Of ginger ale.
Wow.
And then that shit's fire. My buddy Davis put me onto that drink. That's probably one of the best fucking cocktails ever. Nothing fucking queer. Like I'm not a martini guy. If I ever would have a martini, like I'd probably ask for it in like a regular glass, not like you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just I'm not.
So nobody's looking at you thinking this guy's gay. That's
not that there's anything wrong with that, but like
we love gays,
but I'm just not into the weird looking cocktails or anything like that. Otherwise, then might move on to some Bud Heavies. If I go to an Irish bar, I'll definitely have a fucking Guinness. So all right. Let me stick with the story here. All right, we'll say that I start my night. We start at my place. I probably have 2-3 motherfucking tequila waters. Okay, realistically, yeah. If I've got mezcal, I'll do that. But like
tequila water, you said
tequila water lime, yeah.
Or soda water or just water?
Just water. Tequila water. And not a lot of water. I like it just like, bro, I just like the taste of that. Sounds really bad, but like I just like the taste of I got a taste, bro. I got a fucking palate, bro.
I've never heard anybody saying I like the taste of and then name a hard alcohol. I've never even heard of that.
Well, like, you got to have the you got to know what you're looking for, I guess. You know what I mean?
The master talent.
Exactly. And the lime is necessary. The lime is the catalyst for that drink. Okay. Without the lime, it's fucking tequila and water. It's fucking gross.
That's weird. Why are you drinking that?
Yeah. So you need the lime. So I'll probably have 2 or 3 of those. Then we'll probably go down to there's this joint in Q's called the Hop Spot. We'll probably go down to the Hop Spot. Down there, I'll probably proceed to have 2 or 3 more tequila waters. Probably 2 sounds about right. We'll probably go from the Hop Spot down to Kitty Hoyne's Irish Bar. That's where I'll whip out the Guinness. All right, I'll probably have I'll have a tall glass of Guinness. I'll split the G. You know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'll split the G.
Successfully?
Sometimes depends on how heavy-handed the bartenders were.
What's your method? 2 gulps and then a babysit?
One fucking fat one. One fat one. Yeah.
Damn. This guy's got a throat on him. You heard it here.
And so I'll have a Guinness. I might have a second one. Probably not though, because I don't want to get too sleepy or nothing. Especially if there's some girls out. Then we'll go from Kitty Hoyne's probably to my favorite fucking bar, man, called Al's. This spot is you'd have to look up Al's Wine and Whiskey Syracuse. It's bro, it's so fire. They got this whole wall of liquor, and I like going in there too because the bartender on Saturdays, like, he fucking knows what I fucking want. And there's this other bartender, he knows what IPA I'd want, but he thinks I'm a big beer guy. The other guy will be like, same thing, man. I'll be like, yeah, bro, give me the fucking. He'll grab the Casamigos, make me the tequila water. Sometimes I'll ask for the mezcal, so sometimes they switch it up. One time he even like made the drink for me and then came over and gave it to me, and I didn't even have to ask him, bro. And he just took my credit card. Yeah. And so
wrote himself a $10 tip.
Exactly. And then maybe we might make it over to this joint called Coleman's. That's like a 5-minute Uber. So if we do that, that's when I'll jump on just the Bud Heavies.
So how many drinks do you think you're touching on a good night?
On a good night? I mean, if I'm going out like that, man, like if I'm trying to get, I'm going
to be hurting in the morning. I'm going to be hurting bad.
Yeah. Oh, realistically, I mean, if you count like, I might have a couple of shots in there too. If someone else looks like, it's shots. How many would that be? 2, 3. I guess that'd be like 15. Sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah. If I'm bar hopping, like, cause 2, 3 at each bar sounds about right. And if you go to 4 or 5 bars, that sounds about right. 12 to 15. And then if there's some shots in there, I think I'm hitting 15. Yeah. Sounds
there you
about
go.
Right.
Let me give you my rundown, bro.
Yeah. Right? What's the deal, bro?
It depends where I'm at. I'm going to be so real, bro. Cause like I've gone bar hopping in Nashville. And with those, bro, you got to hit the bartender and you got to be fucking quick, bro. You don't have time to be, let me get a fucking tequila water because I like it. You know what I mean? Yeah. For that shit, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm like, either I'm in Nashville or I'm in Chico. I love Chico, California, bro. Great little college town for some bar hopping. So if I'm
Chico, that means boy.
Yup. I guess I've never thought about it like that.
Spanish.
But yeah,
that's a great place to have a good time.
It must be. Boy,
that's a good place to have a good time. All right, keep going.
So if I'm in Nashville, I'm only beer all night long because I got to be quick. Maybe if I want to get the night started, give me a shot of Tito's. One shot of Tito's to start it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'll always go a starter drink. So if it's Nashville, a shot of Tito's real quick. If I'm in Chico, it's going to be, let me get double whiskey Coke, Diet Coke. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I've never been to Nashville, but like, I would think that if I'm in Nashville, that's got to be like down south, man. Like you got to be on the beer, right?
You would love it, bro. Yeah. You would love it, bro.
You got to be on the beer,
You know what I'm saying? So, and then after the first hard liquor drink, then I'm beer for the rest of the night. I'll always start with what is your highest alcohol percentage IPA? Bang. Or if I just see something with a nice name on it, bang, I'm there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fucking like the fucking Riverside Pony Dick,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like that.
What I love about beers. Beers like beer behavior. I usually behave my best when I'm drinking beer, just because because you can't fucking just, it's not like, all right, like, because liquor can, it's like a gun, right? It could take things from A to B really fucking fast. You know what I mean?
Yes, it can.
Beer, it's, you got to chug and you got to kind of have a gut to be able to drink like a lot of beer. So you
can piss all night.
Yeah, exactly. Like beer's a lot of work, and I'm not I'm not a big guy, you know, so I can't like just. I mean, I can. I can, but
Yeah.
like
we know you
but like,
can.
you know, but I'm not. But you know, I usually won't because otherwise I'll just feel like full or like, and I hate the feeling of being bloated. It's like one of my least favorite feelings in the world. So that's the deal there, dude. The Bud Heavies, I got to shout them out again. Wait, finish your story. Sorry, bro. Sorry,
No, you're good, bro.
Is that it?
We love Bud Heavy, bro.
I got it.
Cool, bro.
That's another one that my buddy Davis put me onto is the Bud Heavies. And like I was saying a little bit ago, man, Bud Light, okay, it's kind of an entry level. I think that when you're like, you know, maybe if you have a beer when you're like 19, 20 and you're not 21, like you're like, oh, I'll have a Bud Light, you know, and like you know, you see, oh, Post Malone drinks. I'm like, it's gotta be good. You drink them, you're like, oh wow,
I saw Shane Gillis holding one.
Like, oh, these you're probably like, oh, these don't taste like great, but like I guess this is my life now, you know. And
it's room temperature, but that's okay. That's all I can afford.
And then I think once you get a palate, you get on the Millers, bro. Millers are the best. And then if you want a heavy beer, I think heavy beer, it's not that heavy. It's basically a light, you know.
I 100% agree with you. I
hate is drinking one of these makes you look like Jeffrey Dahmer. It's kind of old school, you know.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah. Me personally, bro, I fucking Bud Light. I'm gonna be so real with you. Top 3 beer of mine. I got if I was doing a Mount Rushmore of beers, it'd be number 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Bud Light, I love Bud Light, but I call it piss water, bro. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're drinking half beer, half water, and I think that's kind of the draw and why I like it so much because it's just such a light flavor. Like you can get drunk just as fast, but without having to, you know, I don't know, bro. Sometimes like I like IPAs to start the night and end the night. That's it. I want an IPA to start the night and then give me enough drunk to make it the ride home.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? But in the middle, bro, I'm only lights, bro.
Yeah, because otherwise, dude, if you drink IPAs all night, I mean, you got to be a big motherfucker. You know what I mean? You got to be, you got to weigh a few hundred pounds to be drinking IPAs.
I got to watch my fig, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, because they're too heavy. It'll make you a little bit sleepy. You know, your face will probably get pretty red. The whole deal.
Exactly, bro.
I'm a proponent of what you just said. I'd go with if we're talking about light beer and like just classic domestic, man, Miller, then Blue Light. The only problem with Blue Light is like I feel like you look a little bit racist drinking a Blue Light. Like that's kind of like because they're kind of like I don't know, they're kind of like the old white guy beer, you know, Blue Light. But I'm not gonna lie. They're pretty good though.
If you're drinking Guinness in an American bar, you look like you're probably going to start the first fight of the night.
Yeah. You know, especially if you got like a lot of freckles on your face or something. You know, look like a real Irish dude.
Yeah, you're a little bit too big for the shirt that you're wearing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're fucking blessing the can of Guinness before you pour it. You know, like, all right, bro, watch the swing. You know,
exactly. So Miller's my top light, then Blue Light, and then oh man, what's another fucking light beer, bro? At that point, I'd probably just have a fucking White Claw. Not gonna lie.
Are you ever touching those, bro? Be real.
Here and there, I'll have a White Claw, man. I'll have a White Claw here and there. A fucking can of Miller's got 4 less calories than a White Claw, though. Fun fact. White Claw's got 100, man. And
yeah, bro.
I don't know how much is in these Bud Heavies. Probably a lot.
But
I'll tell you right now.
My Sierra Nevada. Actually, it doesn't say, and that's probably a good thing. If I'm gonna be 100%, real,
I think that they're on like they put them on the box. They don't put them on the beers. There have been a lot of times where I'm drinking a little bit and I'm like, I just wonder what's in this, man. Any fucking red 40 in this shit, and I'll start looking, and I'm like, fuck, it's never on the bottle. I don't know why that is.
No,
just a Surgeon General warning to let you know in case you're pregnant.
Yeah.
You know?
But well, I think if you're pregnant, it doesn't matter what beer you're drinking, bro.
Yeah, you know, no matter what, the baby's gonna come out deformed. Yeah,
baby's gonna come out with its eyes going that way.
Yeah, that's their whole deal, man. What kind of mic you got there, bro?
Dude, it's what is this?
That's a Rode.
It's a Moano actually, which I think is like a Rode knockoff, but it was like $100.
It's got to be from Hawaii, Moano.
It must be, yeah, because that doesn't sound like any sort of Asian.
Yeah, you know, like Moana.
Yeah, exactly.
Never saw that one.
might be made on the same island. I've never seen it, so it's all good. But yeah, I got fucking this, and then I got a Vocaster for my interface, and then plug straight into my MacBook Pro-ski. And then my camera looks like shit on like what you can see, but I got a Canon
nicer one recording.
DSLR. Yes.
Nice, dude. Jesus Christ.
Let me see if I can show you real quick. Bang! Oh shit! Bang!
Dude, fire, man. I love whenever I'm doing a video thing, and I use what I use is my iPhone. It's called the continuity camera. And fun fact, I used to work for Apple at the Apple store, and
heard they pay good.
They're cool. They're cool.
Yeah.
They take good. It's an awesome place, man.
Yeah.
Apple's like, it was hands down best place I've ever worked ever.
Dude, hell yeah.
It's awesome. You meet so many cool people too. Your colleagues are always the best. But anyways, so it's cool. I'm pretty in with the tech, and there's this thing you put on the back of your camera or on the back of your phone, and then you click it on the top of your computer, and then you can switch to your iPhone camera, because the front-facing iPhone camera is obviously better than your MacBook camera. So now you're seeing me in. I don't know what you're really seeing me in. I don't know. Is this 1080 or 4K? I don't know. Maybe it's just fucking 4K, man.
It might be. It's clear, bro. It's clear as day, bro.
Hang on, ready? Right? I can do even more. You want to see what else I can do? Get ready for this.
Okay, zoom.
Is he gonna do it?
Oh, it's trying to find you. I see it.
Is it trying to find? Is it doing it on your screen?
It's going in and out like that. Yeah, it's moving in like it's trying to find. Oh, there you go. I think it just logged. Yeah.
And so that's called center stage. There's obviously I can change the lighting so that way it's more studio lighting, which maybe I should leave that on, honestly.
I like that, bro. I like that.
Portrait mode. I can throw a background on. I can even, ready for this, bro? The classic. Did it do it? There it is.
Oh shit.
There it is.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn,
so
he's got technology.
I know the stuff, man. I love tech. I think it's just really neat. That's at Apple. Like, I remember when you first start working in a place like that, you think like, Jesus, I don't really know that much about like a computer or a phone or something like that. And you take all these trainings and you learn everything. And then it's so interesting that, like, I don't know, me and then like other people I think did this too. Like, you might like watch a YouTube video or two on like some of the products and learn even more. Because these things do way more. Like, everybody uses their phone for like the simple shit, right? But they do so fucking much. I'm gonna grab another beer. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. I'll do the same. Bro, and I grabbed a pudding cup, bro.
Nice, dude. Dude, get ready for this. Ready?
Oh shit!
Could you hear the pop? Jesus, maybe
bro.
I turned the gain up a little too much.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I like that.
Hang on, ready? Actually, if I turn the gain all the way up, you can even hear, like, ready for this? Hang on, 1 second.
Yeah, I can hear you come when you drink it.
Dude, microphones are another cool thing. I took an audio engineering course in
Pete
school.
This, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You like that?
There it is.
Yeah, come on now.
Dude, audio is awesome. So like video, if you think about it, the way the video is captured, like, it's pretty neat. Like, you're capturing literally image, like, it's pretty awesome. Audio, you're capturing, these wavelengths and shit. And microphones pick up on everything, even like the sound of the earth. It's called ground hum. And when you turn the gain up all the way, these things can hear like a lot of shit. Like, if I turn this all the way up, if there was like a car driving down the street, you'd probably be able to hear that and everything. They pick up everything. It's just a matter of like what you want them to pick up. So you turn the gain up if you want it to pick up on a whole lot of shit, which is going to give you a lot more pop. Like when I go to talk, right? It's called
Oh,
the P's
shit.
the P's and T's. Yeah, I'm giving you a fucking class right now that you didn't ask for, but
That's how the fucking ASMR people are doing it, bro.
yeah, dude, it's the P's and
Just trying to
T's.
clean up.
The P's and
I like
T's will give you like it's called what's it? So you ever see the people put the thing in front of the mic? Called
Yeah.
a pop filter. It's supposed to make the P's and T's not as because your mouth makes a noise with them. Yeah, so that's a quick course on audio.
Dude, love that, bro. All right, now I need a quick course on something else, bro. I'm gonna need you to give me real quick. Give me your Mount Rushmore of beers, bro.
Okay.
From the goat beer drinker himself, bro. If
I,
there's anybody who knows an exotic beer,
dude,
I think it's got to be you, bro.
It's gonna be a lot of New York stuff. I'm gonna be biased because like I think this is particular to everybody's region. Is like everybody has like local breweries and like beer that's sold throughout the state, and some of it goes across state lines, right? Like for example, Sierra Nevada. Obviously, like we get Sierra Nevada out here. They're all over the place. So top beers.
Headquarters are actually in Chico.
Really?
Oh, yes, sir.
What a fucking crock of shit, bro. Sierra Nevada. Are you kidding me?
I applied to work there. Yeah, hell yeah.
Really? Dude, that'd be so fire to work there. You're kidding me. Dude, or to work for like a spirits company. I'm sure those are fun. But all right, so Mount Rushmore beers. Number one, it's controversial for me. I may have dethroned the Prison City Mass Riot. There's another beer that I've had before called Wrench, and it's by a company called Grimm, who I think is out of New York. And
dude, that sounds like it's like an oil company.
I know.
This is our new line. It's Wrench by Grimm.
It sounds like it's gonna pour out like brown, but it comes out and it comes out and it's like it's this beautiful hazy color, and it tastes like a Mass Riot. It's higher in alcohol percentage, which I'm not nuts about. I don't always like drinking an IPA to get fucking rocked, but that's one of the things I don't like about Mass Riot is sometimes I'll finish one and I'm like, geez, like fucking
dude, sometimes
just chill with my
IPA, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be cool, bro. Like, right now.
Yeah. We're just
dude, I normally hit an IPA at the beginning of the night just to get it kicked off, bro. So I like a high alcohol percentage. You know what I mean?
So the Wrench is a little bit higher percentage than Mass Riot, but the flavor is really, really similar. But this is why I like it the most. I was telling you I don't like feeling super bloated. It's lighter in the stomach, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? So Wrench might be my favorite right now. Then
right, number two.
I may have did a review on the Wrench and didn't give it a super high score, I think, when I did, but it's really grown on me. So Wrench, Mass Riot, number two, Mass Riot. By Prison City out of Auburn, New York. They're fucking awesome. If you don't want a super heavy Mass Riot, they sell another one called the Quiet Riot. So it's a little bit less. Really? So it's a little bit less alcohol percentage. Yeah, what a good name, right? So it tastes just like a Mass Riot.
That's a pretty good combo.
But it's a little bit less alcohol percentage. That one's awesome. Those two, honest to God, man, I'm gonna throw a Blue Moon up there. I love a Blue Moon.
Wow.
Like that's one of those beers again where like, okay, I don't want a Miller Lite tonight. I'm going over to my buddy's place. This gas station doesn't sell any fancy IPAs. Or local. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like they're loaded up on fucking Lagunitas and White Claw. But what are they always gonna have? Blue Moon, bro.
Blue Moon.
So I love Blue Moon, love a Belgian white. Honestly, I'm gonna throw you know what was really good? There's this beer called I did do a review on this one with my former boss, Devin, out in we were in Vegas, we were at Top Golf, and it's called Elysian Space Dust IPA. That one's I know, man. It sounds it sounds like a kind of weed. I don't smoke weed anymore. I don't smoke weed, but like, which I got a funny story about that. That just happened last week. But like, Yeah, you know how, dude, that's what's crazy is all these fucking places in the weed now. It's like everything just sounds so fucking dank. Like,
Yeah,
you
bro.
know, like
Everyone's like fucking pink pussy kush, like,
I know,
bro.
I know, I know. Just
Holy
fucking
shit,
chill,
bro.
man. I know.
Yeah, just give me a joint, bro. What the fuck is
Yeah,
going on,
I
bro?
know.
Like this is like grandma's fucking fart couch cushion,
I know,
stank ass. Like what?
dude. If
You know?
I was any of these companies, I would like probably just name my weed like a number. Like the first time I come out with a weed, it'd be
Mhm.
like
Yeah, bro.
Clay's weed number one.
Exactly.
You know, Clay's next time we come out with another strain, it's Clay's number
Yeah,
two. And then when
yeah,
eventually one comes along where people are like, holy shit, this one's the best, and like you see your sales go up a fuck ton, then
yeah.
I'd be
Clay's
like, okay.
favorite.
Yeah, kind of like how Jack Daniels has like, I forget, I think it's like the Jack Daniels that everybody knows is called like Jack Daniels. I think it's called like number 47 or something.
Mm.
As weird as, I mean, I don't know if there's a number 42 or 45 or
No,
what,
no, no,
but
no, no,
I'm
no.
guessing that they probably had a bunch of recipes and eventually like they're like, okay, number 47 is the one, man. And so that's what I'd do. Like I'd be eventually, you know, maybe it's number fucking 8, you know, motherfuckers
Yeah.
like, yo, what, you know, Clay's fucking, we need to get this in our shops. Clay's number 8. You know?
Oh, you guys heard fucking Clay 17 is like killing it in the market
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, it's fire. It's fire. Yeah. Versus like all these dank ass fucking names, dude. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
There's a new weed shop near me called which is it's so crazy now. I just remember being in high school and like weed was so like shamed and everything.
yeah.
And like now there's just shops everywhere and like it's fucking parents of friends of mine like take like gummies now and shit. I'm like, it's crazy.
Bro, fucking actually New York was the first time that I had
Mhm.
ever like seen weed legally sold.
Yeah,
Yeah, when I was in New York, bro. I was like, what the fuck are these New Yorkers on, bro? Are you kidding me? It was like a taco truck, but for like joints and pre-rolls.
Dude, what's funny is downstate in the city, like they it's kind of been legal almost forever. I don't go downstate too often, but every time I go down to the city, like when I was going down there before it was legal, in New York, it was like there's just motherfuckers with a fucking fold table sitting on the street, like
Yeah.
literally selling you weed. And it's crazy because
Yeah.
you would think in your head, like, why is no one like busting these guys? But like, it's because there was like a bunch of people doing it. So they just,
Dude, I still think that, bro. Like when I go to the dispensary, bro, I'll leave and like feel like fuck. I hope I don't get pulled over.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, why,
And
bro? You're
the
sober.
bodegas would have weed. Like it was just weird. It was
Really?
interesting. Yeah, yeah. Downstate's a whole nother animal. Like upstate New York, man, it's like we're basically two different states. I mean, yeah. We're basically two
Holy
different states.
shit.
I'd say. Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
that. The bodegas. That's kind of crazy.
Up here, all the bodegas sell weed. The cops are trying to do something about it, and they really should. The kids got to get off the dope. Anyways, so I guess this is where I'll tell you the story. I don't smoke weed. I used to when I was younger. Yeah, anymore. I don't know. I just kind of eventually I was like, I don't know. I'm in my 20s. I should probably stop doing this stuff. And then so I did. But I'm forward. But all my buddies, they still like it and everything. And I'll at this point, even if I wanted to smoke, I don't think I would because if you ever don't smoke for a really long time, and then you do, and then you're like, oh my God, like
And you're like, oh,
yeah,
holy fuck, why am I flying, bro?
yeah, like, oh my God, this is a lot right now.
Yeah.
And so on 4/19, the weed shop was going to be closed on 4/20 because it was fucking Easter. And I didn't think about that. My buddies were chilling at my place, and I live right downtown. And so they were like, let's go down to the weed shop. There's this, the first weed shop to open in my area is right down here. So we go down there. It's like the Apple store of weed shops. There's like people who come up to you and they're like, oh, what type? And I think this is weird too. What type of hire? What type of hire are you looking for? Like, bro, every time I would smoke the shit, there was no difference with any of it, man. It all got me fucking high.
It's all the same. Bro.
Yeah. You've got to be a real fucking kind of. You got to be like I feel like you got to be like a Wiz Khalifa to like feel the difference
Really know the
in the
difference?
weeds. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like
Oh, this one hits really hard. Shut up,
yeah,
bitch, and take my $10 bill.
yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
exactly.
Like,
And so we go to the weed shop and some ladies like, and they were giving out free joints there. I was confused. She like gives me a joint. And I'm like, oh, for me? She's like, yeah, like for 420. And I was like, oh my God, that's tomorrow, isn't it? Because like I don't celebrate it, you know?
yeah.
And she's like, yeah, yeah. And so she gives me a free joint. And then I was grabbing ice cream too. They had ice cream, they had an ice cream stand there. And yeah,
What?
free fucking ice cream. And
Weed ice cream or just regular ice cream?
that's what I asked the guy. He looked at me like I had three eyes, man. I said, he's giving me the ice cream. And I'm like, I'll get the cappuccino crunch. And he's scooping it. I'm like, wait, this doesn't have any weed in it, does it? He's like, dude, this is fucking ice cream. And he's looked at, and I'm like, and I'm thinking,
You're out of dispensary. What do you
yeah,
want me to think?
yeah, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, that's not a weird fucking question, man. It's literally in
bro.
fucking gummies, and you have to like hide gummies from kids now because like
Yes,
your
bro.
fucking son might think it's a Scooby-Doo fruit snack, but it's actually a Ghostbuster dank pack.
Yeah, bro. You wanna hear a fucking funny story about dude, my favorite drunk story of my entire life. I call it the 7-hour shower.
Oh.
That's what I call it, bro.
Okay.
So I was still living at my parents' crib at the time, and it was me, my girlfriend, my sister, and my sister's girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
Fucking dude, that's how much we love gay people around
Yeah,
here.
yeah, baby. Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. You got some cousins like that.
Yeah, I still be fucking calling gay everything gay in her face. Take that shirt off, bro. It looks gay. It looks gay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Jordan, don't say that. Whatever, bro. It's gay.
I like the word fruity a lot.
Yeah,
Fruity.
and that's fair.
That
And you know what, bro? It's like a lot of people hate on. Yeah, a lot of people hate on the use of the word. Like, oh, why does it need a bad connotation? It's like, bro, we don't hate gay people, bro. You know what I mean? We fucking love them. You know
sometimes,
what I mean?
well, you know, I'm a big believer as far as words go. Like sometimes less is more. Sometimes people are too actually, even in work, I've found sometimes people. I mean, obviously that would be a little inappropriate to say it in like a workplace setting, but but sometimes people describing like a sales thing or whatever might use big words, and sometimes the answer is just sales increased.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Don't use a lot of shit.
Was exponentially. Shut up, bitch. You know what I mean?
That's what I do like about this day and age is like thanks to media and everything. These types of things get out. Like I'm pretty sure people like Elon Musk, who is maybe I shouldn't even say his name. He's a controversial guy now, apparently. But like the like big names and stuff, they're proponents of this stuff. Like just say what happened, man. Like and get this conversation over with. You know. Yeah. All right, keep going with this 7-hour shower.
I get what you mean, bro. Cause like I'll say, oh, that shit's gay sometimes.
Yeah,
you say, oh, dude, that's homophobic. No, I'm not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say to that? I know I'm not.
So as long as you're reading the room, you know.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Oh, right. So the 7-hour shower, right? So it was fucking me, my girlfriend, my sister, my sister's girlfriend. Yeah. We were fucking at my parents' crib. My parents already went to bed. We're getting fucking hammered, bro. Hammered, bro. Like it was literally like just like Svedka shots. And then just like White Claws, I think is all we had, bro. So it was just seltzers and shots just after another. So
if I'm really trying to get rocked, I'll pour the liquor in the seltzer.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. 100%. So that's the kind of shit that I was on that night. That's what I was doing, bro. So I'm getting absolutely hammered. Like I'm talking like a 15 drink kind of night.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, my girlfriend's like, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess I'm going to bed too. So I fucking go to bed with her, and you ever get the spins, or are you the type of person that like when you get drunk you pass out? I
mostly just kind of pass out. Yeah. But like, but I have gotten the spins. That's another big reason I don't like the dope anymore. That stuff, that's an easy ticket, bro. Combining those two things is a fucking one-way ticket to Spinville, dude.
Yes, sir. So I was drunk off my ass, bro. And then we get into bed, and immediately I'm like, I put my head on the pillow, boom, I start spinning. I'm like, fuck, dude. If I keep my eyes closed, like I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna fucking yak. And so I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go hop in the shower, sober up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Love
let's
a drunk shower.
exactly, bro. So I get in the shower, you know, I'll wash my hair, wash my body. I'm sitting in there, I'm chilling in there, I'm just relaxing, whatever, until I sober up a little bit. Eventually, I'm like kind of pretty sober. So I get out, dry off, get in bed. I walk back to the bed. Immediately, my girlfriend's like, "Can you give me some water?" It's like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
I go downstairs, I get her some water. As I'm walking to get water, I look over at the clock on the oven. And I'm like, what time is it? Right? Because it was 10:30 when we went to bed. What time is it now?
Yeah.
Bro, it's 5:45 in the morning. I was just in the shower for 7 hours, bro.
Dude, that's madness. That's
That's
madness.
My fucking God, no.
You just kind of lost track.
I just spent a whole work day in the shower, bro.
You think you kind of slept by accident? That's happened to me before. Not in the shower, but like I've like kind of accidentally fallen asleep, and then I like look at the time and I'm like, what happened?
Nah, bro. I know I was awake the entire time, bro. It just didn't seem like it was that long.
Oh, dude, you must have been having some deep thoughts. You ever in the shower in the morning and you just say, or like at night and you're just like thinking about life a little bit?
Bro.
You must have been on another level of thinking.
You're like writing songs in your brain, bro, for some reason.
Yeah,
you're like, I
yeah.
don't like music that much. Why am I doing that?
Yeah,
you know?
Dude,
So,
this is such a fun fucking mic setup. Look at this. I can come back here and I'll do it.
Bro, you got a good, you look more professional than I do, bro.
Back here with the Patrick Nagel print. So my dad gave me these that I have on the wall, all these naked ladies. My dad isn't like a perv or anything. But like when he was in college, he said that he got these and everything, and they're awesome. It's by this artist, Patrick Nagel, who turns out to be like this Japanese artist, and he does all these kind of Japanese women that are like a little showy, you know. Sometimes I'd be in like a business sometimes I'd be in like a business meeting and it would be like a little awkward because I don't know, I didn't want to like
there's like
take it down. Yeah, I don't want to like take it down, but like there's really not a lot of places in my place to like take a meeting from. I was working remote.
Gotcha.
And so like this would just be like in the background. And like it was kind of funny, or like
what
there
kind
was
of guy we got on our sales team, bro?
Yeah. It'd be a little awkward, or like we'd be talking to our partners, and that would be in the background, and they were these people from New Zealand, and like New Zealand's a pretty, you know, I'd say they're fairly progressive, you know, and so you know, they're pretty ahead of the curve, and so they're thinking like, oh, you know, interesting, you know, it's just bro, New Zealand accents are interesting. They're not Australian, they're not British.
Yeah.
They're
like right in the middle.
Yeah, they're somewhere in the middle. It's bro, crazy. New Zealand. Never been there.
I've never been there either. I've been to a lot of countries. I've never been to New Zealand.
Have you been to a lot of countries?
Yeah, my dad was in the military for most of my life, so he was.
Dude, that's pretty crazy. No way. Wait. What? Like where? Where?
He was in Okinawa, in Japan.
Really?
The longest, yeah.
I want to go to Japan so bad.
Really?
I think I'm a Japanese person in a
at heart.
Yeah, in an American body.
I'd be thinking about that sometimes with Mexico. Yeah, like I love a burrito. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there was one point in my life where he was in Ramstein, Germany for over 2 years. So yeah, and he's been there, Switzerland, Austria. He was in the Philippines, Iran, or Iran. I don't know.
Yeah.
What the fuck.
Oh, that's
fucking Hawaii, you know, San Diego, Florida, dude. Yeah, he's been stationed everywhere. So we've
crazy, dude.
Yeah, we've been able to go to.
No way! I can't believe Germany. Germany is awesome. I mean, I say that like I've been there. I've never been there. I'd love to go there for Oktoberfest. You know, it's like beer capital.
Yeah,
you know?
bro.
I think that Ireland's people call that like. Do people consider? I think Ireland's known as like a beer place to like most Americans.
Ireland's like the fucking drunk capital of the world. I think
that's what it is.
Beer capital. Yeah.
yeah. Because Germany, like, so we're lucky enough in Syracuse to have a German bar called Wolf's Biergarten.
Okay, Garten.
Yeah, Garten. Yeah, they instill.
That's German.
Exactly, exactly, dude. I fucking love that place. I'll go down there and I'll grab a and they don't fucking sell it by the pint, bro. They sell it by the litre, and they spell liter Litre. Litre. Yeah, the litre. And dude, I love going down there to have a. I keep calling it a pint, but I love going down there, having a liter,
deep down, whatever name you want to give it,
having a liter, man. Having a Kolsch. Actually, that's. Oh, I'm gonna throw a Kolsch up there on my Mount Rushmore too.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was your fourth one. I think
that was my fourth one. Yeah, I was still missing a couple, wasn't I?
Yeah.
So sometimes I get off on a tangent. So
we love it. We love it.
Ruby Red Kolsch by a company that's also local to New York called Genesee. Ruby Red Kolsch, hands down, my favorite. So they only sell it in the summertime, and so every summer I'll buy cases and cases of it. I mean, actually, not that many cases. Like I don't drink them all the time, but like because it's a very summery beer. This is going to sound interesting to you. It's a grapefruit flavor, and like grapefruit and beer sounds like it doesn't go well together. It goes so well together because Kolsch.
I've had some fruit flavored beers before, dude. Last weekend I just had a pineapple beer.
How was that? That sounds
good. It would have been my number 4 on the Mount Rushmore.
Really?
That was pretty good.
Fucking shit. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what number 5 would be actually? I don't remember the name of it, but I had a really good when I was in Anaheim and where I got this hoodie at Villains Brewing, they had a beer there and I was thinking, all right, I'm in California, like I'm rarely on the West Coast. And I'm like, I should have a West Coast IPA. You have your own IPAs out there called West Coast IPA. And I'm thinking, okay, let me try, whatever their West Coast IPA. So I just asked the bartender, I'm like, and it's all their beer that they make. And so I'm like, which one of these is like more popular? She's like, oh, this one I tried. I don't remember what the name was. Fire, man. So fire. It was fire. So that would have been number 5. Yeah.
Love it, bro. All right, let me give you mine, bro.
Yeah.
Because I really think I'm about to put the Beer King onto some shit right now.
Let me on.
All right. So my number 1 beer all time, it's called Old Red, and it's exclusively sold at Blake Shelton's bar in Nashville. The bar's called Old Red, named after his dog.
Okay.
So their signature beer in Nashville is the hands down greatest beer I have ever had in my entire life.
Jeez, man, I gotta go to Nashville. I feel like I'm late to that party. Everybody in the
you belong. That's what I'm gonna say.
I feel like everybody I know has been to fucking Nashville, man. I'm so late on this.
Dude, Nashville. I love it so much. I fucking, if I get the bread, bro, I'm gonna go again this year.
Yeah.
It was so good last time. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you one thing about Nashville, bro. The food is not that good.
Oh, whoa,
dude. Bro,
no way.
I went to Nashville, bro, expecting I'm about to have the best barbecue of my entire fucking life right now, bro. False.
You're kidding me.
I did not, bro.
Dude, that's
every
really
barbecue place we went to, we were like, oh, that was good. Not nearly as good as I thought it was going to be, though.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, you see videos online and they got fucking meat that's just falling apart and shit.
Yeah.
That looks so good, bro. We looked up like best barbecue joints in Nashville, and when we were there for like 8 days, we went to one every single night that we were there, bro. Every single time we were like, that was good, but like it wasn't like the best shit I've ever had.
Well, because when you're in a place like that, you're kind of expecting to have your socks knocked off,
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's actually one place, bro, and well, there are 2 places. So like if you were to look up, I forget what they were called. I know one was called Martin's, but if you look up like best barbecue in Nashville, every place is going to tell you 2 places. I forget the name of one, but the other one's Martin's. But when we went to Martin's, it was fine. Like it tasted good, but like the portion sizes were like disgustingly small. Like you order tri-tip,
dude, and that's not very southern, man. That's not very southern. Saying, like if I don't go down south very often. A lot of people in New York are known for going down to like Florida. If you go down south, like snowbirds are called. And when I think about the southern United States, I think about like big ass portions, man. Good ass food that was cooked for
Yeah.
a long time with a lot
Yeah.
of fucking love.
Exactly.
You know, and you're kidding
Exactly.
me. And then what? And you didn't think it was like that?
No, bruh. 2 little fucking slices of a little tri-tip. One of the sides they gave me was untoasted white sliced bread. Like Wonder Bread, like taken straight out of the package.
Jordan
and put
Wonder
right on
Bread.
my platter, bro. Exactly, bro. And it was disrespectful. It was disrespectful at that point, bro.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So that was Martin's. But like it tasted fine, but the portions were like so disgusting, bro. And it was like a $90 tab for 2 meals for us both to be hungry afterwards. You know what I mean? So that was crazy. The other place, I don't remember what it was called, but if you like, I promise you, like if you look up like best barbecue spots in Nashville, it's gonna be Martin's and this other place. We went to this other place, bro. Everything I had on my plate, I think I had tri-tip pulled pork and one other thing. I don't remember what it was. Dude, every bite tasted like I was biting into a fucking ashtray, bro.
Jeez.
Like there's good smoke and there's bad smoke, and that was fucking bad smoke, bro.
Yeah. Dude, fuck. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. I mean, and that's how come, like, all right, I think food is one of those things that when you go somewhere, it's hands down one of the most memorable things. You know what I mean? I mean, for sure. Like if you go on if I went down to Cancun, Mexico, right, and I go to like a really good fucking restaurant or something, like I think I'm gonna remember that whole experience a lot, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's part of the reason why I'm such a fucking Vegas lover, man, is the food out there. Because there's so much competition. You know what I mean? Instead of going out to dinner, you could go to a show. You could buy a fucking hooker. You can.
It's a lot of escorts, bro.
Yeah,
a lot of escorts.
Could buy a hooker. What else can you do? You can do whatever you fucking want in Vegas. You can go see the fucking small Eiffel Tower. You can gamble. There's so much entertainment. It's crazy. So the competition's really high. So you gotta be best, man. You gotta be the best. There's this great restaurant there that I went to with my former boss, Devin. We went to this place called Scarpetta. And it's in the Cosmo, and it's up a few levels, and you get to and we were lucky enough that table of 2 didn't show up for the reservation, so we got this seat right along the window where we got to look out at the Bellagio fountains, just like Ocean's 11, and we sat there, and dude, it was one of the best fucking meals I've ever had in my entire life. Hands fucking down. I went to Italy too for my sister's wedding, and let me tell you something, man. This food exceeds. Okay.
Yeah,
it was so fire, man. Some of the best I've ever had. If you ever go to Vegas again, do let me know, because I've been to a bunch of places. There's this other joint, not super expensive, but always really good. There's this place called Alexia's, just Alexa's, across the street from the Bellagio fountains. You just got to time it right, because when they're building up F1, you don't get to see the fountains. And you go over there, you can get some, dude. They have my favorite cocktail in the fucking contingent United States. Called I don't fucking remember what it's called, but it's fucking gin. I'm a big gin guy too. I like my clear liquors, nothing brown.
I was gonna ask you if you like gin, because I just got sponsored by a gym company.
Bro, you're kidding me? No way, dude.
It's called Waymar's Gin House.
Dude, gin is so fire. So before I was on tequila, that was my go-to, was gin. That's where I got my taste for tonic water. Is tonic water with gin. You also need the lime. Lime is catalyst there. But yeah, clear liquors. I'm not a vodka guy. I just think there's so many other fun things to drink. But like but if in the summertime,
it's just like a fun vodka. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you just got to be careful. You just got to be careful, because the extra like 14% alcohol, if you're not careful, catches up like pretty quick. So you just have to drink gin a little slow. Like the gin teaches you to drink like a man, like sip. You know,
exactly.
Yeah,
dude. Go ahead.
Keep going with your Mount Rushmore, and then tell me about this gin deal, dude. This sounds so interesting.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you about that. All right, Mount Rushmore, Old Red, number 1. Number 2, I actually just had on my birthday. It's this Thai beer called Gold Medal Beer. And fucking bro, that's my number 2, bro. And the bottle was like a liter. It was a liter beer bottle, bro.
Litre.
Oh, litre. My bad, bro.
Litre. Yeah.
But yeah, that's fucking what it came in, bro. And that was hella good. And then I'd probably say my number 3, bro. Like I said, Bud Light, simple, classic,
yeah.
always the cheapest, easiest to drink. And then
Right.
my number 4 would have to be that pineapple beer. Actually, I got it for the first time. It was on the Las Vegas Strip, or it was Fremont Street technically. But it was this restaurant that was called Le Thai, but the big sign they had out front was, it said bar and noodles is what it said.
So
it looked like
what's it called? Noodle House. It's a noodle house.
It must be, bro, because it was like a bar, but like they for some reason sold Thai food as like the bar food, I guess. But we went in there, we got some food at the end of the night after WrestleMania all day, and then I ended up getting this pineapple beer, and it wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be, but I like pineapple so much, like I'm happy to put it up against most of the other beers that I had.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I had that exotic grapefruit one in there, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
exactly, bro. And there's
some of the stuff you don't expect sometimes.
Exactly. There's a restaurant in Chico called Madison Bear, Madison Bear Garden to be exact.
Garden or Garden?
Garden, yeah, not that German.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they have a like a mixed berry beer, and it's like 14% alcohol. And it's like, dude, it was fucking, they served it in a wine glass, bro. And it's an IPA.
How about that, man?
Jesus, I know, isn't that fun?
They were doing everything but sucking your dick at that place.
Exactly,
bro.
Exactly, bro. Get me drunk. You know what I mean? High alcohol, grapefruit, whatever. They probably got some berries, some strawberries, blueberries in there. I don't even know, bro, but it was good, bro. You know,
dude, how about it?
Yeah, let me tell you about this gin shit. Hold on, let me go grab it.
Yeah.
All right, bang. So this is it right here. Boom.
Look at that, dude.
Waymar Gin House. Bang. So,
dude, that stuff looks like it's not joking around.
No, dude, and it's good, bro. It's fucking good. Yeah, I got it originally, like they said they had a package that they send to like all the influencers that I guess they sponsor. So they sent that to me. And fucking I was with my homie and I had to film a video for it. I asked him, I was like, bro, let's do like, you ever seen like the 3-shot challenge where it's like there's 3 shot glasses in front of you, 2 of them are water, 1 of them is alcohol, and you have to drink all 3 of them without giving any reaction?
Oh no, that sounds really fun though. I think I'll do that later today.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking fun. So
that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, dude, let's do this for a video, and that's what we did.
Because gin is pretty, like, I'd say out of clear liquors, that and tequila both are kind of the ones that people, especially gin, is like, because not a lot of people drink gin. So that's the kind of one that, like, if you take a sip, you drink that one. That was kind of hard to not react.
Yeah, and it was really good, but it was like fucking. It was a fun video. We were being funny and shit, but I had to like say in the caption, like, you know, it's actually really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, like we're fucking being all funny and shit, but it is a really good alcohol, and you know they're really cool people and shit. And the owners, the guy who emailed me, and he's really cool. He was just like, oh, dude, you know, fucking love your videos. Like, we'll send you a package. And most of the shit that I normally get is like clothes and stuff. Occasionally I'll get something that's not clothes.
Yeah, you do a lot of different clothes stuff. You love those double knees.
Dude, love the double knees.
You love those double knees.
That's what I wear to work, bro.
You know what I like, dude, is that you are, hang on, let me turn this gain up. You're a proponent of something that I also love. Lululemon, bro.
Oh, dude, I love a Lulu, bro.
I'm a Lululemon guy, bro.
I love a Lulu, bro.
I love a Lulu, man.
Yes, bro. My favorite ones are the 5-inch inseam. What are they called? Pacemakers, or maybe just the
pacemaker? Yeah, or pace breaker.
Yeah, so the 5-inch, the 5-inch pace breaker in the black camo. Those are my favorite Lululemon shorts, bro.
Yeah. Dude, I love they've got these newer ones that's a mesh that I really fuck with. I used to play tennis, and it's like a tennis short.
Nice.
And They're fire. These ones, I don't know what these ones are, but I fucking love them because something I love about the ABC pant is how it shows the pocket outline on the outside. You know what I'm talking about? I kind of fuck with that. It does that with these. Can you see? Actually, oh my God, I act like there's not a fucking, like this is fucking a test. Like it's literally
like
just
it's on your phone.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
See?
Yeah. I see it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I love that. I love that that's a thing with these ones. These ones are fire. I've also got a pinstripe pair, so that way I can wear them when the Yankees play.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Obviously, I'm a fucking Yankees fan, man.
Yes,
and
sir. Me too.
Me too. Throwing away. Yes. Okay.
My dad's from Connecticut. My dad's from Connecticut, so that's how I kind of got into it.
So I watched the World Series while I was out in Vegas for work this past year, and dude, it fucking sucked because like I didn't think about it till I was out there, but Vegas is like not a far drive from like LA. And so a lot of people from that territory were at the bars and I'm there and I'm like the only fucking guy wearing a Yankee hat. And we were just getting shit on. We got shit on this World Series. It sucked, bro. It sucked.
Yeah, we got pretty fucked, dude. I actually watched the World Series, the last game from a bar in Chico.
You know I mean? Dude, it was a tough watch. Like the one game that we won, I remember I was like, this is it. Like we're gonna pull this back together and everything. And no, it was a letdown. And then we lost Soto, which is fine. He's a great player, but like Judge is so bomb, man. I'm a huge Jazz fan. I've got a new Jazz jersey. I think Jazz is awesome because he wears all the cool shit, bro, out there. He's awesome. Don't believe that shit that you're reading about the bats. The only reason people fucking made a big deal about the only reason motherfuckers made a big deal about that shit with the bats was because they were only doing that whole deal because they won like their first like 3 or 4 whatever fucking games. And basically nobody in the MLB was like winning that many in a row right off the rip, for the season. And so all of a sudden everybody starts shitting on the Yankees. I'm like, dude, the fuck? All these bats are fucking legal all around.
We're looking for an excuse. Come on.
Everybody loves to hate the Yankees. Not everybody. I think a lot more people love the Yankees though.
Dude, I think not, but that's like on a bandwagon thing, bro, which I don't like, bro. The Yankees are like the Chicago Bulls.
It's because of the hat, man. It's because of the hat.
Yeah,
a lot of people just like the Yankees.
It's because of the logo, bro. Yeah, bro. It's like, everybody, if you don't know anything about baseball, you know the Yankees logo. You probably wear the Yankees logo. Same thing with the Bulls, bro. If you know nothing about basketball, like you probably wear a Bulls logo. You have it in somewhere in your closet. Actually, speaking of my closet, bro, I actually got a badass Lou Gehrig jersey.
Bro, you kidding me?
Yankees pinstripe, bro. Oh, dude, it's nice,
bro. The pinstripe jerseys, in my opinion, are the only way to go because, like, they're really hard to style. Because pinstripes are kind of, it's just so fucking unique. But like that's classic Yankee, bro. Is pinstripe
100%.
Worst case scenario, you can go navy. Cool. Worst case scenario, and that's if you're going away, out of state. Yeah. You already have 1 or 2 pinstripes in the closet.
Exactly. You want to go light gray and navy blue? Like, whatever, bitch. You're not even a fan, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Take that shit off and burn it.
You better fucking wear the pinstripe to bed, man.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, let me put you on. If you dig gin, I'll put you on, man. There is a really, really good gin. It's my favorite. I'll have to try that one. Text me the name of that. Because I'll try that shit. If I got to order online, then I will. There's a gin. Sometimes it's hard to find. Sometimes it's easy. Depends on the liquor store. But bro, freaking damn it, on my mother. You have to try this gin.
Okay.
It's called Monkey 47. Have you already had it?
No.
Dude, it's interesting. A lot of gin is typical. Gin's known for being made in England. The Russians have their vodka.
I said that to you.
Mexico tequila. The whole deal. But like, usually gin will be made in England, but this is a German gin, and they've got some weird story, and it's called Monkey 47 because it's made. I'll say more about gin really quick. So Gin is made with very few botanicals, herbals. Like Tanqueray, I think is made with like 4 or 5 botanicals.
Okay.
Bombay is made with like 10. So like it's not a lot of ingredients. Tequila is not a lot of ingredients. Monkey 47 is made with 47. Shocker. And
Yeah.
so it's got so much going on, and it's really not like any other gin you've ever had before in your fucking life. I guarantee. It's one of the few gins that, like, if you were to drink it, just say on the rock, it's gonna taste. It's not bad. But I'm not gonna lie though, you got to be ready to drop 60, 70 on the bottle for sure. And it's only like, and it's not even like one of those bottles that's like a liter. It's like 750 mils. So
See,
but
that's
like,
fine. Yeah, that's the same size as this bottle. It's not crazy.
it's like the type of shit I'll drink on my birthday.
Okay, I like that, bro.
like
Actually,
that
you know what's a little sneaker for my favorite hard alcohol, bro? And I if you know of it, you're gonna be like, no, it's not. You know what I mean? But I swear to God, it is, bro. Southern Comfort whiskey,
Okay,
bro, is my favorite, bro.
dude. You know something? I've never even had it. I'm so
Really?
not a I've tried a lot of alcohols. I love trying different stuff. Especially with alcohol, because alcohol is so bitey. You know, like there's so much
Yep.
bite to it. You know what I'm saying? And the less of a bite there is. So if you look at a drink that has, say, 80, 90% proof, right? 80, 90 proof. And some are going to have like Epsilon tequila, I think, even though that's more expensive, has too much of a bite. But one time I was at my buddy's place, his girlfriend, they live in Vancouver, and we're at her house in Vancouver. And her dad had this Don Julio tequila. And I tried a little bit of it. I've always wanted to try the Don, bro. And I had a little bit of it. It wasn't like the 1942, but it also wasn't like the cheap Don that you can find. It was like some interesting Don Julio, and it was the Anejo. And bro, it was the only fucking tequila that I've ever had where you just sip it and like, it's like, there's no. That's what, when people talk about smooth, that was when I had a totally new definition of smooth. It just there's
I've never had
the alcohol is still up there
before. Yeah,
bro, that's crazy.
The thing. I haven't had a smooth until I touched Southern Comfort, and bro, it's funny because everybody I've ever talked to at Southern Comfort, they all say the same thing, and they're like, "Oh, that's what I drank when I was in college, but I wasn't buying the cheapest alcohol."
Yeah.
When I was in college and it was a special occasion, that's when I would have Southern Comfort. That's what everybody says.
I like having like a good alcohol selection. If I'm gonna drink brown, there's this great, I don't know if you'll be able to get it. I don't know, maybe it's it's another New York one. So there's this, I was down in New York last year doing some work, and me and my boss went to this just a hotel bar, actually, is where it was.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there because like it was a Marriott hotel, and like our rewards let us have a certain tab to spend for free. So like, so we're like, okay, like, yeah, it was awesome. And and so we're chilling there, and I see this huge wall of brown liquors. So many brown liquors that I was like, even though I don't drink brown liquor, I'm gonna fucking try one right now. And I asked, and if I don't know shit, like I'm good about. That's another thing that Apple taught me. Like, if you don't know something, like just ask a question. You know what I mean? You learn that in fucking high school, really. Like, if you don't know something, you should always ask. You know?
Yeah.
So I asked the fucking bartender. I'm like, dude, like, which of these do I get, real quick? He's like, I got one for you, man. He's like, it's located right here in New York, and it's awesome. All right, bro. Fucking gives me, just on the rocks, this shit. And it's called, it's from a company called Hudson, New York, just Hudson, NY. And it's called, I think it was called Catcher on the Rye, because it was a rye whiskey. But they've got a bourbon too called Big Lights, Big Bourbon. Dude, so fucking fire, both of them. So Hudson, New York, check them out. If you can get your hands on it's the green label. then fucking get some, bro. If you like the brown liquor,
Damn. Whenever something is like
that shit'll change your life.
Blah 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 label. You know what I mean? You know it's gonna be good.
Because like the bourbon one, it's how they distinguish them. Like the bourbon one has a yellow label. The rye got the green fucking label.
The fucking what is it? The Johnny Walker has the blue label, black label, whatever. Yeah.
No. You're right. That's like a big thing. I forgot about that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Johnny Walker. That's but otherwise, for the most part, I don't do a lot of whiskey. I just think it's that's brown liquors are one of the few things that I'll drink where in the past I've been like, I didn't like how I may have said something, or, you know what I mean? And I guess that's the fun part about being young is like, you make a mistake and then like, you learn, Yeah. And so then I was just like, all right, well, on top of that, taste wise, I was just like, I don't really even like brown liquor. I like the fucking tequila, baby. And the gin.
Yeah, I mean, that's classy, bro. That's classy. Me personally, if I'm going hard liquor, it's always going to be whiskey. If I'm buying it, it's always going to be whiskey. Unless, like I said before, is a shot to get the night started. And then I'm just going to get the cheapest vodka the bar has.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay,
I'll do Wells. Depends on where I'm at. It depends on my fucking mood. Like,
it's a little bit nicer than Tito's.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so for example, if I'm going out to dinner with my family, I won't get a tequila water. Like for my birthday was just on April 9th.
Dude, my birthday was April 18th, bro.
Bro, you're kidding me. No way. 9 days apart. Bro. Hey.
Birthday twin, what's up?
My fucking twin, bro. Yo, no way. You just did the same thing, too. Oh, yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. I'm fucking. Hang on. Okay. I want to try this one more time.
What?
Let me get the gain just right.
Oh, there we go. Crack it.
Okay, here we go. All right, ready? Fuck! It was too.
Hey, that was bad, bro. That wasn't bad, bro.
It was a little. That
one just needed to get out, bro.
It's too much pop. Anyways, yeah, so like on my birthday, if I'm with my folks, I'll always do I'll do a gin and tonic. If I'm out to dinner in general, I'll usually do a gin and tonic because it's just classier.
You seem like you're rich.
Yeah. Like, it seems
gin and tonic rock.
Exactly correct, bro.
100%.
And that's the whole deal. And when I ask for a gin and tonic, though, I don't ask for a gin and tonic. I rarely actually ask for a gin and tonic. I'll usually ask for a Bombay and tonic or a Tanqueray and tonic. And the way I'll distinguish is so gin has that juniper taste, which comes from pine trees, which is how come a lot of people say it tastes like pine needles.
Okay, that's actually a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah. So fun fact. And so Tanqueray. Remember what I was saying a little bit ago about the ingredients, less botanicals? Tanqueray is made with less botanicals, but gin always contains juniper. Always. Okay. Otherwise, it's not gin. And Tanqueray is made with like I said, like 4 or 5 ingredients, and so the juniper content is higher in it, so it tastes more ginny, if that makes any sense. More pine needly. Bombay Sapphire tastes a little bit less because it has like 10 ingredients, so it's a little bit more diluted, right? Monkey 47, part of the reason I think it's so good is you're kind of turning less away from gin. It's still gin, but it's, you know what I mean? And so in that way, it's really good. But I usually know what I want, though. I'll say like I want a Tanqueray and tonic if I want it to have a little more bite to it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, come on now.
It's my fucking shit.
I like that, bro.
Wait,
hey, let me go to the bathroom real quick. What siren?
Can you hear it?
Yeah, dude, it's blasting, bro.
Really?
You didn't have to turn the gain up for that, bro. Yeah,
no way. You're kidding me. I wonder what happened. Someone got shot in the head the other day down here.
What the fuck?
I know, like 3 blocks from me, bro.
God damn. Hey, I got a story. I got a story when I get back about fucking shit that's going on in my hood, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, give me one second.
All about it. Let's do a little ASMR while our friend's gone. Turn the gain up on everybody. Thanks for having me on the podcast. We have some sriracha peas. Similar to a wasabi pea, but with sriracha instead, from Wegmans, a grocery store mostly known in the Northeast and East Coast regions of the United States. I don't need this many, to tell you the truth. I just want to do this little ASMR, and I know these wasabi peas will be great. Oh, never mind. That didn't sound how I thought it was gonna.
I fucking siracha P.
Bro, I just did a ASMR for your pod.
Oh, bro, I heard it, bro. Yeah.
Did you like that?
ASMR. Yeah, we were both peeing at the same time, bro.
Dude, as soon as I popped one in my mouth, I was like, I was like, and then I crunched it. I was like, never mind. This
You're a little let down.
Yeah, I was like, that didn't sound like ASMR. That just sounded like really annoying.
No, I like that, bro. That was fire, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me what's going on in your hood, bro. I hope you're okay.
I'm cool.
I hope you're okay, man.
I hope you're safe wherever you are.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I fucking just read like a news article and I didn't even know this shit was going on. But like, I guess like my not local police, but like police from one town over, like the town that my mom lives in.
Mm-hmm.
Like apparently they fucking took down some big gang, I guess, whatever, like arrested 30 members in one day, raided 7 houses, like hundreds of pounds of drugs and shit. Like they were like, oh, we think you're responsible for like the last like 2 out of 3 of the recent highway shootings. Like what the fuck?
Highway shootings? Dude,
I didn't even know there was highway shootings going on, bro.
What does that even mean? Highway shootings? Like while people are driving, like in GTA, like you just Mac 10 out the window,
like shooting each other out the window. Yeah, bro.
That's
I don't
madness.
know, but I saw that and I was like, bro, what the fuck? I didn't even know that was going on, dude.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? A 30-member gang in the fucking same town my mom lives in. My mom lives in the burbs, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that even possible?
Yeah. That's crazy.
That was fucking
member gang.
Bro.
Holy fuck.
That is hella fucking crazy, bro. Actually.
Bro, that's crazy. I think that everything's funny when someone just says some shit that's like, holy fuck, like what the fucking shit, man. Like when I'd find out that like certain people were like that I went to high school with might get like caught like doing certain drug related things that involve lots of drugs. I'd be like, I'd just start laughing. I'd be like, what the fuck, man? Like, him?
Exactly.
Him? What the fuck happened?
Bro,
yeah.
Actually, my fucking girlfriend, like, we both went to different high schools. But she knew some guy in high school who just got arrested because he was drunk driving, but fell asleep at the wheel when he was at a red light.
Oh, so, man. He wasn't even speeding off. He was just kind of rolling.
No, he was just sitting there. And people were like, what the fuck is going on? Why isn't this guy moving? And then eventually, like, people go up to his window and he's passed out drunk in the driver's seat.
Dude, you know what's crazy is I saw one. You ever watch Live PD? You ever see those videos?
Yep.
And I saw a video one time where that happened, and the person was in. The cops have to be like super careful waking him up because like the only thing keeping him from moving is the foot on the brake, bro. The cars are like just straight up not in park.
Yeah, bro.
Madness.
Yeah, hit the brake. That's how you wake him up.
Yeah. You have to be like, do it like this, like a cop do it. A cop for the first time is the one doing this.
Yeah.
That's like,
hey, no, we're good. I promise.
Knocks on
Hey,
the
whoa,
window.
whoa,
You know?
whoa, 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 whoa! No, it's good,
Yeah.
man. It's good.
Yeah.
Chill out. Chill out. That's
Yeah.
very funny.
That's the whole deal, bro. Yeah, that's the cops the one, with the hands up, man.
All right, so dude, something we gotta fucking talk about, bro, is dude, I want to start doing beer reviews with you.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
I'm glad you I'm
sick.
glad you said that because I don't really post them anymore and I want to do them again, but like I kind of like wonder what the heck I don't know. I guess when I used to do them, like they were just super casual. I'm in my fucking
Dude,
kitchen.
We
you
gotta
know?
what we gotta do is we gotta think of something, creative that we
Mhm.
could do a beer review. Like some I've been seeing a lot
Mhm.
lately is people have been doing like beer reviews, but like they'll drink 12 of them.
Holy fuck.
You know what I mean? Like drinking 12 of this beer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I think we
Mhm.
could come up with something pretty fucking creative. And then
Mhm.
I think all we would have to do is just you film a beer review and I
Mhm.
film a beer review. And then I'll just edit them together and then I'll just post it and it'll be like a collab post between us two.
Compilation.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Compilation, baby.
That's
Yeah.
what I think we should do and make it like a weekly thing of some beers, bro.
I'm down, dude. Well, and you know what's it's funny. You want to know something kind of so about the beer reviews that I was doing.
Yeah.
It seemed like maybe I was just kind of doing whatever. All of
Yeah.
it was actually very like the creative aspect that went into that was like that was all on purpose. Like, you know what I mean? Because I smile a lot and I like
Yeah.
talk a lot and I'm like a super talkative guy. So like me just kind of like drinking up and being like, okay, like taking it super serious was
Yeah.
was all like kind of an act.
Wow. See, that's crazy, bro.
So like locally, like people that I know around where I live, a lot of the people who saw it thought that they were hilarious because it's just very not me. To like drink something and be like, oh, like okay, like some fruit notes there or whatever the fuck I was doing, like
Yeah.
okay, and like clipboard out, like. And the funny thing was, if you ever looked at that clipboard when I set it down, there was nothing fucking written on it. And so that's what would be like funny is like it was kind of like it was supposed to kind of be this character of like somebody who acts like they know what they're doing, but they don't.
Dude, that's so fucking funny because like I was thinking like, oh dude, I gotta have this guy on the podcast, right? Because I love this guy. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, dude, he might be a little awkward, like whatever, it'll be cool. And then you call me, bro. And then after our phone call, I literally texted my girlfriend. I was like, this guy's the coolest guy ever, bro. Dude, I'm like, you won't believe it, bro. I'm like, Clay's the coolest guy ever.
It's
bro.
The beer reviews were supposed to just kind of like I don't know. But that's if you know me too, like that's just so me to kind of like it was me kind of just fucking with people and putting it out there. Like, I love fucking with people, man. I do it all the time at the fucking grocery store. My friends call me a villain for this type of stuff. They think I'm a villain. Because I'll just kind of fuck with people at the cash register, which is, and like I'm not even fucking with them. I don't know. I'll say like, "Whoa, like Jesus Christ, I love your hair." Like, what's your phone number?
Okay.
Just to and then never text them just because,
Dude, I fucking every time I go to Dutch Bros, I don't know if you guys got Dutch Bros in New York.
No. I hear that I've heard that they own another company that we do have here.
Okay.
I don't know what it is though.
So fucking dude, every time I go to Dutch Bros, like they're real talkative at Dutch Bros. You know what I mean? Like normally, like you go to Starbucks, they hand you your drink, tell you your total, you pay, you leave. Like you pull up to the drive-thru in Dutch Bros, first thing they ask you is, "What you guys got going on today? What you guys doing today?" Every time I go through a Dutch Bros, bro, I'm a different person. I got a different story. I do this for a living. Me and my buddy back in the day, like in high school, we both had like really long curly hair. So whenever we would go to Dutch Bros,
that's crazy. I used to have an afro.
I
push it back now.
I think I've seen pictures. I think I've seen pictures of it on your Instagram, like your oldest Instagram post.
Yeah, well, and even that is it's pretty low, you know,
Really?
yeah, bro. I used to have a fro like out to like here. It was
Woo!
crazy.
That's
Yeah,
fire.
now I push it back. I used to last year I switch everything up a lot, man. You know,
Yeah.
you do the fashion videos, bro, low key. Listen. Don't mean to brag here, bro. I won best dressed in high school,
Woo!
bro.
Okay.
Out of
Fire.
almost 500 people, man.
Dude, there you
Kidding
go.
me?
Hey, I didn't win anything in high school, but when I was in 8th grade, I won class clown and tallest.
Really? Well, how
Yeah.
tall are you?
Oh, dude, I'm 6'1" now, but when I was in 8th
Holy
grade,
fuck.
yeah, I was the fucking tallest.
Yeah. I always tell girls I'm 5'11", but when I wear Air Force Ones, they add an inch. So I love
There you go.
and girls have always thought it. I don't know if they actually find it cute. I don't know. If I say, but I'll always say I'm 6 foot with shoes on.
There
I
you
love
go.
that. I love
There
that
you
one.
go. No,
No,
that's fire, bro.
fun fact: when I was in my senior year, so I won best dressed, and then I also won class clown, but it wasn't like inclusive enough. You know, like
Okay.
the person who was running the yearbook, Miss Titus, awesome lady,
Yeah.
was like, listen, like, I'm not giving you both of these, dude. Like, pick which one you
Okay.
want. She's like, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You can pick which one you want. And I was like, I don't know if I want to go down in history as like the class clown. And then I said, I asked who second place was for each one. And when I found out the second place for class clown was this kid named Bryce, I was like, oh my God, that kid is fuck. I don't deserve this shit. Cause he was like he was one of the
Okay.
funniest people I ever met in my entire fucking life.
Okay, there you go.
And I was like, Bryce is second place. I was like, no, I don't even want class clown because I shouldn't be. That kid was, bro. If you knew this kid, he was
There
something.
you go, bro.
He was something. Yeah,
Yeah. Dude, I
that's the
never
whole
would have
deal.
won. I never would have won best dress in high school, bro, because I fucking dude, I would wear Hollister jeans to school for the first week, and then every week after that I would wear pajamas and sweatpants.
Yeah, I used to be like, dude, I don't know. I just used to be like a big stepper as far as like what I chose to wear. And then what's interesting is after high school was when I started just being very mute. Everything I wear now is just black.
Okay.
That's it.
Yes,
You know,
dude, I
black
kind of
and
got
then
to dress. I got to dress pretty hard these days, bro, because it's like my
Mhm.
job. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Mhm.
So I got to
The only way I'll like ever step anymore is now like not even shoes. I'd say like just my hats. I'm looking up because that's where my hats are, my favorite ones. So that one up there, the LOX hat. Do you know who the locks are?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah,
So it's by there's a company, Godspeed New York,
Yeah.
and they did a limited release of this hat for the locks. I'll be right back.
Okay. Bang.
Shit's fucking fire, dude. It's check it out. LOX. And
Dude, nice.
fun fact, I was wearing this one time a night that I had too much to drink, and I made this joke that was a little rude, and these guys tried to kick my ass. And my buddies were coming over to step in, and but I was already on the ground. The guy goes to punch me square in the face, and it's like a high quality. It's Godspeed, so it's like it's designer, but it's not like, I mean, don't get me wrong, but it's nothing crazy. So like this brim isn't some like fucking foam brim. It's hard, The guy goes to punch me and he just punches the brim square. And he fucking railed his hand, and he was like, fuck. And then that was the last thing before my buddies like pushed him off me. And that was, this was years ago, but yeah, that's my fun story with this hat.
Now being dude, actually I'll fucking dude, I have a favorite hat from this brand called Head Crack. I'm gonna hit them up, see if they can send you one. Now that I know that you're a hat guy, bro.
I'm a hat fella.
Yeah,
this is my latest piece. I love the Tokyo here, but it's because like I said, I wear all black, but like I like to wear something that's a pop, And this one's awesome because it's got the heart for Tokyo.
There you go. I like that. Yeah, so I'll hit them up, make sure they send
what's the company?
It's called Head Crack. I'll fucking let me grab the hat right now real quick.
They have some cool shit. Yeah.
Oh, dude, hella cool shit, bro.
I'll do another ASMR, man. Turn the gain up here. Okay. All right. That crinkle is the sound of me grabbing a garlic parmesan pretzel crisp. Here we go. Not as bad as the wasabi pea this time around. Oh,
Parmesan crisp. The Parmesan crisp. Look, so this is my favorite hat. Let's see, where's this one right here. From a brand called Head Crack, dude, and it fits beautifully, bro. And then I was gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna hit him up and have him send one to you, but I forgot. I also have this Head Crack hat.
Look at that bad boy. Yeah.
So never worn this guy before. So I'll just get your address. I'll send this one to you right here,
bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, fuck yeah, baby.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, I love a hat. One of my favorite trends right now. It's not even a trend. It should be more of a trend. Is first of all, I love 5 panels.
Yeah.
If there's something I love to talk about, it's a hat. Because when I like something, I'm really picky. In particular, like
gear.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, like you might be able to put that together by now. Like I'm not like a picky eater. Like I said, I love to try things.
Yes,
and I don't say that stuff is bad. I rarely say something's like bad, but like I just have I know what I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I don't have a fucking girlfriend. Is I'm too picky, man. You know, I'm like I know what I like. You know, and so I love. Some people call them A-frame. But like 5 panel hats. And you know what that is, right? You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, one big one in the front, 5. I don't like the 6 unless it's a fitted. In which case I'll always have them steam it and fit it to me. Otherwise, love a trucker, obviously. But let me show you this other one, and I'll show you what I think needs to be a bigger deal right now. Aloe has a hat right now. You know, Aloe Yoga.
Oh, I know Aloe. I've been wanting to get on them. You know what I mean?
Dude, Aloe's fire. I just got a hoodie from Aloe.
You might change my mind here,
bro. So I'll show you what they have a hat of real quick.
Okay, run it.
This is not Aloe brand. It's a Yankee, but it's
all right.
Okay.
Run
it. Check this out. So it's not a trucker necessarily, but it's like a performance material.
Oh, nice, dude.
So it's like a trucker in the sense that like it's very breathable, but it's just made out of like sport material.
Dude, hell yeah.
And I just think that they look fucking cool. Like it doesn't, you know, it looks cool, A, and B, like if I'm going to go to the gym or if I'm going to go for a run, it feels good to know I can wear a hat. I'm a big hat, especially with the hair back. Like it can do a lot of different.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro.
You know? And so it's nice that like there's something that exists now where you can like kind of wear a hat while you're exercising, not ruin it. Because like, have you ever worn a hat and you sweat a lot in it, and there's like
it starts getting like a sweat line, like along.
Yeah. Because I think it's because there's so much like salt in your sweat. It kind of develops like this white thing. It happened to one of my hats at one time, and I was like, bro, never again. So that was the whole deal. But yeah, I love my Yankees. Love my Yankee hats. But I need to get the Aloe one of this.
Dude, yeah, I fucking and you're kind of convincing me. I feel like I should too, bro. Dude, my camera's fucked up, bro.
What's going on, man?
Dude, it's like it's moving like on its own, bro. Damn.
What do you mean it's moving on its own? What? Bro, the DSLR.
It sounds like I'm being crazy, dude. But it was happening earlier today as well. Like, I'll look at myself, bro. I'm like in the middle of the frame, and then I'll look back like 2 minutes later, and I'm like on the side of the screen, and my chair hadn't moved at all. So I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's weird,
dude.
Bro.
You know what it might be? Those DSLRs, bro. They're just so heavy. You know.
You know what? That's actually a really good point.
They're so heavy. I know that like when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of like Casey Neistat and
Okay, yeah.
and like he had complained at different times, like sometimes that was the pain in the ass of using a big camera is the weight, because
Okay.
sometimes it goes against you. I don't really know shit about cameras though. I know a lot about audio
Either.
equipment. I know a lot about audio equipment though. Like I said earlier, I took an audio engineering course in school, and I always found it really interesting the way the sound is captured and why you need these big, thick cables to do all of it, and
Yeah.
why can't I listen to the audio on my AirPods? Instead of like not dissing you, not dissing you. But like I have like all right, as you can imagine, since I worked at Apple, I got the AirPod headphones, the big shot boys, you know, the fucking the ones that make you look like a big shot. And like why can't I listen to those with those and I've got to use these fucking Bayer Dynamics. There's a whole there's reasons for all this stuff, you know. And it's I won't get into it because I'll give you another fucking lesson. But
a
I don't
crash
want to
course.
be a professor. Yeah, I don't want to give you that's the word, crash course. But yeah, there's a whole deal behind it.
Dude, I'm fucking, you know, a lot of shit. Like, it's weird, bro, because it's like this kind of social media, you know, video, audio thing. It's like my job. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing, bro. I don't know anything. I still edit my podcast on iMovie, bro.
Bro, no. Listen, bro. iMovie is fire, and I'm not just saying that because I worked at Apple. Like, because all right, fun fact: Apple owns Final Cut. Is that what it is?
Okay.
I got it for free at the time. I probably should say that.
Yeah, I think you are right.
I have Final Cut. Yeah. All right. So I have Final Cut on my computer, even though I don't make any content. There's like low key at Apple, like there's certain benefits you get sometimes, and Final Cut's expensive. So I was like, I'm fucking downloading this shit on my fucking computer.
Yeah. Right.
So I have that. I've got like Logic Pro. I mean, right there's like fucking almost $500 worth of application, and bro, and here's the thing though, iMovie is in itself so fire. Yeah. And guess what else is also so fucking fire, dude? Is GarageBand. You know what GarageBand is?
Yeah.
Yeah, GarageBand, dude, is bro, you don't fucking need Final Cut or fucking Logic.
You can make videos on GarageBand?
No. But like you make the video on iMovie, but you edit audio on GarageBand.
Got you. Okay.
And so GarageBand is like it's the free version of Logic, and it's fucking good as fuck. iMovie is the free version of Final Cut, and it's also good as fuck. Unless you're making a fucking real big time film, or unless you're like, I don't know, unless you just got fucking money to throw, then like then go have fun. And, then go download Final Cut and whatever.
Yeah,
and
I'm for my Instagram videos. I'm still banging CapCut. You know what I'm saying? So
but I that was my favorite thing when I worked at the Apple Store. I used to love telling people about how good the free software is. It was one of my favorite things to share with people because, all right. So what's something that happens at Apple a lot? You go in there and they demonstrate something. That's something that they taught us was like show. Yeah. You go in and then they show you a feature. Mm-hmm. And it's not to try and sell you on the product. It's just to fucking show you the feature. Like we never made a commission working there. Fun fact.
Okay. I actually just went to an Apple store a little while ago because my girlfriend just bought a phone.
Yeah. How was your experience?
Dude, it was cool. Like exactly what you said. They were showing us about the new fucking button on the side of the phone.
Yeah. The demos are awesome
on the camera. Yeah, It was very cool.
It's awesome. I used to love doing it. And like, all right, I mean, I don't know where you went. I'm sure it was a good time, but like, listen, I'm not gonna fucking suck my own dick here. But if you came into the Apple store and you had me, bro,
yeah, you're buying a phone that day.
You were having because you were just having so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was, I mean, I fucking loved being there. But anyways, so you demo some shit and then you show somebody the computers and you show them GarageBand, you show them iMovie. Oh, I do this in school. I do why in school. And it was great because near here is Syracuse University, which a lot of students who go to Syracuse University, which is extremely overpriced, go to their Newhouse School of Public Communications, where there's a lot of creativity and video and audio. It's what it is. People go to it for public communications. Like if you want to be on TV, basically. And you can get a degree and all that jazz. And so a lot of people who are doing that, maybe they come into our Apple store to buy their computer or whatever. And then I can demonstrate why they don't need fucking Final Cut. They're going to buy it anyways because their parents are paying they're going to buy it anyways because their parents are paying $90,000 a year for them to go to college. So, I'll show them. I'll say, look at all this can do. Look at how much your computer can do. It was always so much fun.
Now, did you already know about all that shit about Apple, or did they like teach you all the ins and outs of a fucking iPhone?
They don't teach you all the ins and outs. So most of the stuff that I learned, I'd say I learned on my own. Like Apple gives you similar to most jobs, right? They give you a crash course. Yeah. Like they throw a bunch of shit at the wall and whatever sticks, and but I found it also, like I said, I love technology. So like when I was younger, I was in a unofficial music video for something for my cousin's project one time at SU. She was going to SU at the time. And I was really interested in video and audio stuff from a young age because of that, because I always found it really interesting. Like, why are they holding a microphone? Why don't they just use the fucking microphone on the camera? Nice. Because the fucking microphone on the camera sucks dick, The fucking you need a real microphone. And so I was always interested in it. And I use iMovie when I was younger. I made my own video. At the time, there was a film contest going on, and I had made a video to enter into it. And I did really good in it. Did I win? I can't. It was so long ago.
I'd love to see it.
It was so long ago. I wouldn't show it. It was. But it was so. All right, maybe I'd send it your way. But it was It was so long ago. I would have to ask my mother if I won. I'm pretty sure there was a second competition that I entered. There was two things. No. You know what it was? Oh my fuck. Holy shit. All right. I remember I entered the film competition and I got really far, but I didn't win.
Okay.
What I did win in was when I was younger and I was in art class. I made this fucking piece of art that was really fucking, bro, it was stupid as fuck. And and my art teacher took it and entered it into something for me. And I won. And I got invited in front of a bunch of people. And I can't believe I'm remembering this. And I got invited in front of a bunch of people. And they were like, so Clayton, what is this? Bro, I was fucking 8 years old. And they're so Clayton, what inspired you to do this? I said something along the lines of well, it was a Halloween themed thing. And I was like, well, Halloween was coming up and it inspired me to make the blank, and whatever was on that thing. And everybody just started fucking clapping like crazy.
Dude, was it like a painting or like a sculpture?
It was a, so what it was a, it was way worse than both of those things. It was a fucking piece of cardstock with images that I had cut out. I had traced and then cut out and then just glued to it.
No way.
But apparently, I don't know. But now that I'm older though, too, I realized that sometimes really ugly looking art is super famous. You know who Basquiat is? I got a whole book on him. I love, fun fact, I love art too. Basquiat did a lot of art that kind of, some of his images look slightly kind of childishly drawn, or even Gucci or Louis does some shit where they write the name where the logo is written in kind of handwriting style.
Yeah.
And but men's handwriting, not women's, you know what I mean?
Like
you know
disgusting.
yeah, exactly. Like isn't that interesting? I find that one of the most interesting things about like the differences between men and women is women always. That's not sexist to say, is it? They always have
No.
really, really good.
Especially against your
There's
own
no,
kind,
yeah. I was
bro.
gonna say there's no way it's sexist because it's like a compliment. Women always have like insanely good handwriting, but anyways, it's in like
Yeah.
men's handwriting where
Yeah.
it's kind of scribbly, and so anyways, and it looks good. And now that I'm older, I realize maybe that's what my painting or not painting creation looked like, my Frankenstein of a thing.
Dude, one of the most expensive like art pieces in the world is like a canvas with a banana duct tape to it. Have you ever seen that?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like one of the most expensive art pieces ever sold.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Like, it
my
was
god,
insane.
what is the fucking name of the artist? Oh my god, there's a really cool artist. I'm not even gonna bother thinking of him, but he does some really. Oh fuck, it'll come to me. I'll text you about him. He's cool. He's cool.
Okay,
Actually, hang on. No. Fuck that. I'm on my computer. I'm gonna look it up really quick.
yeah, dude, I'll show you my favorite art piece of all time that I would love to get tattooed on myself. But I just don't know.
Dude, that was something I want to ask you about. You and all the tats, bro. That's
Yeah, I
so
got a
cool.
lot.
I don't have any tattoos.
Oh,
Actually, I do have one.
dude.
It's on my thigh. I didn't get it. My ex did like a poke on me while I was blackout drunk, and this was a long time ago. And it says gin. It says gin.
Dude,
Fun fact,
that's pretty
right?
fucking
Isn't
sick.
that kind of great? Yeah, it says gin.
That's pretty fucking sick, bro. Yeah, dude, I got fucking like 40 plus tattoos. I got like my whole left leg is done. I got like 3 tattoos on my right leg.
Mhm.
Clearly I got my knuckles done. I got 2 different
Pollock.
tattoos. I got the flames and the letters, and then
Mhm.
clearly all the shit on my hand, and then my arm and stuff, and bunch of shit on my back. And I got
No way,
can't
you
really
got
see-
back tats too?
yeah, dude, I got fucking I got
that's
3
crazy.
swords going down the top part of my spine,
Yeah.
with the year I was born going down the bottom half of my
Mhm.
spine. And then on each shoulder blade, I have one side has a seagull and one side has a crow.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
you know something? So I had this buddy Justin, and he had some tattoos on his arm, and I remember he was about to get on. I'm like, so like, what makes you want to get that? And he was like, they're just badass. And,
Yeah, bro.
And after I
Yeah.
heard that, I remember thinking like, okay, if I ever got some tats, sometimes you ask people about tattoos and like, it's okay to get them this way, but like sometimes you ask people about tats and they're like, oh yeah, it's because of my grandpa, it's because of my
Yeah.
mother, it's because of my father, it's because of this, that, whatever. Bro, if I got tats, bro, it would just be because like some of the shit is just sick. Like
Yes,
like
bro.
like a tattoo of like a bottle of Bombay on my thigh, or like
Exactly.
or you know what I really fuck with, back to Japan, bro, is the like Japanese style tattoos. And there's this awesome one that you know who it is? It's that creator that I was talking about earlier, Casey Neistat.
Okay.
Has like this, it's called a peony, is the flower, and it's very
Okay.
it's like very Japanese looking tattoo on his like arm. I love some shit like that. I'd probably get a bunch of chest pieces. My thing is I gotta fucking lift a little bit more, I think, before I get some tats. Like I'm a big runner. I'm a big cardio guy, but
Yeah.
I don't lift enough. And I think I would want, if I was ever getting tats, I'd need to know that the body that they're getting put on is the final image. You know what I mean? Let
me make sure this is the final canvas.
Yeah, because
You know what I mean?
I just have a fear of like getting one and then like losing or gaining weight and then it's like distorted. Does that happen?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think so, bro. Because like
I mean, you look like the
tattoos.
same guy as when like a year ago, right? Like a year ago is when we discovered each other, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I haven't gained fucking that much weight since then to really tell. But unless you're like gaining or losing like 100
do they
pounds.
fade? Yeah.
They like kind of fade. Like I don't know if you can see my fingers, but like see how it's like really dark on my knuckles, like
Do you
the
think
flame,
that's just because it's in
and
an
then the
area
tips of my
that,
fingers is like lighter.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they definitely do. I'm like
Do
holding
you
my
think
hand
that's
like
just
this.
because it's on skin that like moves more?
It might be like, I wonder if like I have any. Yeah, no, like this was one of my first tattoos. Can you see it? It's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
like completely black. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like that's not fading at all, but
Right.
like it's definitely a different kind of black from like the day you get it to when it's done healing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, one's a black, one's a faded black, but it doesn't like it. I don't know, bro. Like you don't need to trip too hard about like, oh, I got to get fucking shredded before I get my first tattoo. Like, you know what I mean? The most you're gonna gain in your life is like 50 pounds, and like from now until you die. Like it's not fucking.
It's definitely gonna happen in the later years.
50 pounds isn't gonna
When
change that
when
much.
the McDonald's goes somewhere.
Exactly.
You know,
When
right
you
now,
start taking up
I think
fast
we're, I
food.
think we're, you know, when they say like, oh, you know, when you're like this probably was happening to you too, like 2 or 3 years ago. How old are you?
How old do you think I am? Take a guess, bro.
I think you look my age, 24.
I'm a little bit younger. I'm 22.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Just had my 22nd
Oh
birthday
man,
Friday.
dude, that's so fun. I mean,
Yeah,
I say
dude.
that like that was so long ago. Like you just turned 22 though.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I almost just said no way again. That's crazy,
Dude,
man.
I know. Dude, everybody who's on here, bro.
You're gonna have a
always
really fun next couple of years. Like you know something, man? I am loving when I first turned fucking 20, I was thinking in my head, I was like, geez, like I gotta start really checking some stuff off my list. Like
Yeah.
20 now, like next is 30. Bro, no. I'm fucking loving my 20s. Oh my God. Dude, how fun. 22.
Yeah.
And now I am starting to realize though, like I think when I turn 25, it'll hit me a little more like how like how that whole thing of like, oh, if I was 20, I would have done this or that, you know, which isn't a lot, but like in this case, it's for you, it's just 2 years from me, but like, what was I doing 22? I just
like we're in high school at the same time.
I had just
you know what I mean?
I just graduated college, went to Italy for my sister's wedding, and then I left Apple to go work at the company that I just got laid off from. Yeah.
So what's your next career move then?
Hands down, dude, account management, account executive, something like that.
Nice.
Because like you'd have to like kind of look up what they do, but like, and even if you look it up, it's going to be pretty vague, but it's all about who you do it for. So like, if you're doing account management for say like Nike or Apple, like you're working for a company you believe in, you're selling cool products that you also believe in, you know, and the customers are just the customers, you know what I mean? An account executive might be like for example, if I'm an account manager, to be this type of account, I probably have to be a senior account manager.
Yeah.
But say, you know, that company Kohl's, is there Kohl's out there?
Yeah.
Kohl's is
the grocery store or the department store?
Department store.
Okay. Gotcha.
So, some might think that like Kohl's is like kind of a weird one for me to say, but like, if you think about it, Target and Walmart don't really carry Nike. But like Kohl's always carries Nike. Always. I just, it's weird that I brought that up because I never go to Kohl's, but I remember when I was younger, they always carried Nike. And and they got to be a big buyer and big seller of it. So for example, if I'm an account manager, I'll work for Nike and I'm managing the account of Kohl's. Maybe if I'm a senior account manager, I'm managing that whole account, and I'm making probably a little bit of commission on every single fucking sale I make too. And so, what's cool about being an account manager, you will want to build a really good relationship with Kohl's because you want to figure out how to make Kohl's as successful as possible at selling Nike. Because the more successful they are at selling Nike, the more I can sell them from Nike. And guess what? If people are uneducated, they might think that sounds shitty. Like, oh, you just want to sell more. No. If I sell more to them because they're selling more, everybody wins. Everybody makes more.
Everybody wins.
So I love sales. I love business, and I love analytics. And that's how you figure out all this stuff is you use data This is the fucking 21st century, man. You know, you use data, you use AI, you figure all this stuff out.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
yeah, that's the whole. That's what's next for fucking Panama Red. Yeah,
Dude, I like that. Panama Red. Dude, you know what? You know what's kind of like funny, bro? Is like, isn't it weird to think that like, I don't want to say was like am, but isn't it weird that like I was like a fan of your videos
yeah.
before
That is
you
kinda
even
fun.
knew I existed? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, they were, dude. I think it is crazy, and I think it's fun too because like those really were like not. Those were just fun, you know. Like I was
Yeah.
kind of like when I was making the beer reviews last year, and there's not many of them, but like I wish I would have kept making them. I was just having, to tell you the truth, I was having too fun of a summer. I was having too much fun last summer. I have to act a little more 24 this summer.
Bro, you're like, oh,
And
to tell you the truth, like I thought it was gonna be some serious shit. You're like,
yeah,
nah,
no. I
what are
was
you
just,
doing?
bro, I was like, bro, I was picking up the golf clubs so much, and I was like talking about doing
Yeah.
a golf review on the links and everything, and like people who I'd see out at the bars were like, dude, I saw the peer reviews; those are hilarious. Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
bro.
And I was, and they're
Yeah,
like,
bro.
you gotta get me in one. And no, the only feature I ever had was who Gavin, my boss, and Jaquan,
Yeah,
JD,
I remember that.
JD, and yeah, and then that's the deal. But I wish I was still doing them, but they were just kind of, you know, they were just. It was me.
Dude.
So remember how I just told you about how when I was younger I did the film competition, all that
Yeah.
stuff. It
Yeah.
was wow, kind of a realization here, a 360 moment. That's kind of what that all was it was kind of like fun to like make content again. And when I was in
Yeah,
high school,
bro.
I helped found it was called, so I went to a high school called Baker, and you can actually find content of me on YouTube. It was
I
called
will.
Baker High School, and it was called BCSD News, Baldwinsville Central School District News. Baker News. Baker was the name of the high school.
Okay.
And they started a video announcements. Rather than doing the announcements over audio, it was all video, but only on Fridays. And I initially did a cameo for them. That was like, and they thought it was funny. And then I just started, and I was always going down to the library in my senior year. Like, was your library when you're in high school? The library isn't like lame; it's cool. Like, there's a lot
No,
of
yeah,
fun
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
to do
That's
down
where
there.
motherfuckers go to hang out, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, I would go down there on my lunch, which you're not supposed to do that, but the librarians loved me, so they'd always let me go down there for lunch. And
There you go.
I had like 6 study halls because I got all my hard classes out of the way super early. And
Nice.
finally, it was my last semester of high school, and I got to like do whatever I fucking basically wanted to all day.
Bang.
I only had like 2
Bang.
classes, and I was going down there and I started doing the video news announcements, and so I was kind of not exactly, but kind of one of the founders. I still have the T-shirt that says my last name on the back for the founders, and we were making content, and I remember like reading some of the scripts and stuff too, and saying like, no, that's not funny. Like, there's this thing we can do. How about we say there was this fucking teacher named Mr. Vanderstow. Weird last name, right? Vanderstow. And so I thought it would be funny to take his last name and say like Vanderstow, you know, like kind of act a little bit retarded. And then go, who the fuck wrote this? But obviously you can't say that in front of everybody. So I said, oh, well, let's just bleep it. And it's fine.
Okay.
And like, teachers might think like, oh, you know, like, whoa, like, but I remember thinking like, no, it'll be fine. Like, the principals are going to think it's, if you can make the principals laugh. So if they watch it and they think, what the fuck, that's bad. If they watch it and they laugh, there's no way they're going to think it's a problem. So, so we did it. And that was like, I've always loved making content, and I wish I'd make more.
Yeah. I wish you made more too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're gonna, bro. We're fucking gonna.
Yeah, we're doing team beer reviews now, so we can make sure we get at least one per week. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Yeah.
And then we'll have you on more podcasts and shit, and fucking
get me in, man. This is because this is kind of fun. I was setting up the audio equipment. I was in my buddy's Discord, and I was like doing some tests with him and everything.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, whoa, I was like, this is just fucking fun, man. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
I
I had hella games that I thought we were gonna play. I gotta leave in like 10 minutes, so I don't think we'll have time for games,
dude, that's fine. How long have we been going? Does it tell you?
Dude, almost 2 hours, bro.
I know why though too, man. I'm a bit of an asshole. I can talk a lot. I can talk a lot.
That's what we're here for, isn't it?
I can talk a lot. I'm also okay. Believe it or not, I'm saying a lot about me, but I'm also really good at asking questions. Another thing that Apple taught me, it teaches you like
Dude,
how to dig deep.
You
ever see that video of fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger? You digging in deep all the time.
Yeah.
I smoke my stogie.
yeah, bro. All right, but hey, ask me a question then. Ask me a question that people want to know.
Let's see. Well, I was curious about the tats and everything.
Sure.
When did you shave your head? If you used to have the long.
When did I shave my head? Oh,
because you've been doing that for a while now too.
Yeah, I shaved it probably like last year, bro. It was like I had long hair and I love my long hair because I think that I have like kind of a bigger forehead, so like the long hair kind of covered it a little bit because it parted down the middle, but like it swooped down like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So covered most of my forehead. So I really like the long hair, and a lot of people seem to like it, and it was curly, so like it looked cool, and long hair was kind of like the fad at that point. But
so what I think is, I wanted to do that really quick. So with the long hair deal, what you said about the forehead, I resonate with big, because I used to wear my hair forward until December. I started pushing it back, and it was because my buddy Davis was like, bro, start pushing it back. And I started getting more girls because of it too. And I used to think I had a big forehead, and then you push it back, and eventually after and in your case, you probably realize when you shaved it, like after a little bit, you're kind of like, it's really not big.
Yeah. You know what? When I had long hair, it was like fucking,
I almost have a 3 head. It's four finger.
I definitely got 4. That's for fucking sure.
So
whatever, especially here on the sides, you know what I mean? But dude, I was just at work one day, bro, and like I'm a plumber, so I have to wear a hard hat every day, and with long hair, it's really fucking annoying to have to work because it wasn't long enough to where I could tie it in like a ponytail or something. So it was like always like on my ears and in my face, like while I was working and shit. And there's one day I was just super fucking pissed off. I was putting up a pipe on a ladder above my head, and my boss was on the ground telling me what to do. So I kept like doing like this and then looking down at him and then looking up and looking down at him. And every time I would do it, my be like all in my face like this, bro. And I told him like that day, I'm like, I swear to God, I was so pissed off. I swear to God, I'm going home and I'm shaving my fucking head, bro. And I went home that night and I shaved my head, bro. Because it had been something that had been brewing for a while, because I had long hair for like 4 years maybe. And I was really thinking about it. I'm like, dude, I love it and I love how it makes me look, but it's just so much to deal with, bro. Like my hair's so thick, like I can't wear hats. If I wear a beanie, I look like a girl. If I wear a hood, it only goes to here, so it looks like I'm bald. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't wear my fucking hard hat at work because my hair's still in my face. Anytime I'm running, I have to like put a beanie on, and then when it's summer and you're getting sunburn on your face, but you got a beanie from here up, like it's fucking you up, bro. And it was just like first thing in the morning, like you can't do anything until like you get your hair wet and style it. So
dude, I
don't like how it looks as much as I liked it long, but it fucking was definitely it definitely makes my life so much easier, bro.
I have a similar story with facial hair for me. So for me, I used to have like kind of a goatee. And then what happened was when I had left Apple, I had that job with the company, and I went on a business trip to Vegas in October, and then I went on another one in December of 23. And in December I went, and another fun fact about me, I as I've gotten older, the way I dress has matured a little bit. it's a weekend right now, so I'm in the Lulus and a hoodie. But
He's Lulu and pinstripes, bro.
Yeah,
That's
but
it, bro.
but I'm big on wearing like dress shirts and then
Okay.
undo a couple buttons or something,
Classy.
um kind of European, looks.
Yeah.
Dress up a little bit, not so much like t-shirts and stuff. Like I like looking wealthy, even though I'm not wealthy,
exactly. Love it.
and so it's kind of fun. And I put on this nice ass suit and I had a button undone or two and it looked awesome. And I was about to go out with my buddy who happened to be in Vegas at the same time as me. I'm about to go out and I had a pair of sneakers on with the suit. Like you ever see somebody come out during like some tech thing and they're wearing like a suit, but they got sneakers on. It looks kind of like, wow, like this guy's hip. He looks like he's rich,
Yeah.
Everything was correct except one thing. And I was like looking at myself in the mirror in the hotel and I'm like, what the fuck? Like this is an awesome outfit. Why doesn't this look like exactly how I want it? And I realized that was when I realized I was like, I got to go clean. It wasn't like, it didn't look as good on me anymore. Like it didn't look as good on me anymore. I felt like I looked a little punky. Not that you do, because you have a full beard. I could only grow like this and this.
Okay.
And I was thinking, I was like, I kind of looked like, I was thinking if I see any business partners or anything, I kind of look like I smoke weed. And I did.
Okay.
I still was at the time. Not that there's anything again wrong with smoking weed, but I was thinking like I feel like you don't want to look like you smoke weed. Like you don't look like you smoke weed. You look like a normal person.
When I had long hair though, dude.
Yeah.
And I did back then. And I didn't smoke weed back then, but I definitely fucking looked like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And exactly like, and I started to realize, geez, I have to play the part of the person that I want to be. And so that's what I started doing. Yeah.
Dude, so you just shaved it off that day in the hotel?
No, not in the hotel. I had to wait till I got home. I didn't have a razor with me. And now I've got this nice ass razor set and everything. And I'm a clean shave. I just shaved this morning. Worst you'll see on me is 2 days of stubble, which is, even that's a little embarrassing because it'll start to be over here and stuff. And I'm like,
really, bro?
Yeah.
Dude, I'll go
this
week,
morning.
Bro.
That's madness. Like this morning, I was like, I need to shower before this podcast because there was like, you could see, and even right now, like not even after, but like there's kind of, it's just dark. Like my shit grows kind of.
Your shit must grow pretty fast, dude. Mine doesn't. You know,
it just kind of has a shade to it. It doesn't have a shade to it. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's like a little darkness.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But I like it. It kind of makes me feel like an adult. It like makes me feel older. I think women think it's good looking too. But
yeah,
I think women think a lot of things are cool, but sometimes they don't think anything that I think is cool is cool. You know?
Like what? Like the Yankees?
Yeah. Like if I talk about baseball, they'll be like, "Oh my god, that's awesome.
That's great." That's good. What's your you seem pretty fluent with the ladies. What's your go-to pickup line?
I'm not that fluent with the ladies. My buddy Dave is my buddy Dave is Mr. Fluent.
Bro, the way you're like, oh, I had a 3 out of 10 over here. Like
no.
That
was no, I'm not that fluent. I'm like I can talk to him, but I think it's kind of where I live though too. Like there's not a lot of like a lot of girls who go out to the bars are either not really my type or they'll like have a boyfriend sort of deal. But otherwise, my classic one is just like I don't know. I switch it up. Sometimes I'll hear something online and I'll want to use that. You know what I mean? Like like oh my god, where'd you get that? And then she's, and I say it really serious. Like, oh my god, where'd you get that? And then she's, wow, that beautiful smile.
Oh,
and
bang.
And then I'll say like, no, seriously though, no, you're really good looking. Come with me. I'm going to grab a drink. Do you want one? And then we'll go up front, and then we'll just talk. And
you know what, bro? And
then grab a phone number or two.
I don't use pickup lines, but one that I
think the girls low key love them because it makes you look really vulnerable for a second. And
and it makes me look like, oh, this guy's silly, this guy's goofy. You know what I mean? He's funny. Mm-hmm. I heard one the other day that I thought, dude, if I was a girl, bro, I'd fucking you can get my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, this guy was like, you ever see a girl in public, you think she's cute, you just walk up to her and you just be frank, bro. You're just like, what's your
Frank, not
availability
Sally.
with getting hit on right now? Like, are you super open or are you like totally not into it? Like whatever, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And he said normally that works, but also, there's the classic, just like, do I know you from somewhere? And then they're like, like, I don't think so. And you're like, I don't know you. I just fucking lied. I wanted to talk to you. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It took me, no, what you just said, it took me a while, probably until like a year ago, really, like maybe a year and a little bit of change, to realize that's really just what you do. Yeah. You just fucking talk to him. Like it's really that. See, like you just talk to him, and I use the same humor. Like I used to have an issue of like talking to girls and trying to. I don't want to say trying to be somebody I'm not, but like trying to like
be cool.
Yeah, be cool, and like and in
version
reality, like what's cool is being like super you, and so like using the same jokes I'd use with my friends. With them, not all of the same jokes, but you know what I mean by saying, and so yeah, I think that's the wave,
dude. 100% agree with you. Dude, I'm out of time, bro. Dude, we've been going on here,
bro. That was great. That was great.
I realized, I was thinking about it. We didn't even do an intro, bro. We didn't do an intro. We didn't do any of the segments that we planned.
Straight to the content, man.
Like we're gonna have to like run it back so that we could keep doing play some of the games and shit. And bro, 2 hours in, bro, and I haven't done.
I know. I think it took me 30 minutes to come up with my Mount Rushmore.
Oh, dude. We just get to chatting and telling stories and stuff.
This was really fun. It was funny. A little bit ago, I had a text from my buddy. Well, I was telling you earlier, I had a bit of a night and on the phone, and my buddy just texted me. He says, "What the fuck happened last night? I'm so hungover." So so after this, I gotta call him and tell him that nothing bad happened, because nothing bad did happen. But he probably woke up thinking like, "Oh my god, did I do anything stupid?" What the fuck was that noise? Did you just hear that?
Dude, you're getting murdered, bro. Oh my god.
Did you just hear that?
Yeah, bro. Somebody's breaking in, I think, dude.
Wait a minute. Oh my god. Okay, I just heard the elevator outside my door. I think somebody outside.
I'll go check on that, bro, because your life might be in danger right now. I think
that could be some trouble. All right. Well, we'll catch up again soon, Jordy.
Yeah, bro. Hey, whenever we do this again, bro, we won't even put a time limit on it, bro. We'll just chat up all day.
Have a ball. You know? I gotta meet up with you when you're in New York, bro.
Dude, and we will, bro. It's gonna be. I think I'm gonna be. My first day is in Connecticut, and it's gonna be June 13th, and then I'm gonna be on the East Coast for like 9 days. So like one of those days we'll go to New York.
Yeah,
bro.
Well, definitely let me know, because I'll go downstate. I haven't been downstate in a little while, and I'd love to.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. We'll have a ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, bro. Dude, this was such a good time, bro. Dude, what good chemistry, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it was great.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Wonder Bread.
Yeah, dude, you know what's funny, bro? Actually, the first time I like hit you up, like I DM'd you, which I think was after I made the video talking about you. I was like, yo, let me get your number, like whatever, like I'll hit you up, like let's do a collab or whatever. And then you sent me your number, and I think you like sent me like 1 digit off or something, because I texted it and it was like one of the green bubbles, and then I never got an answer. I'm like, oh fuck, this guy hates me.
Yeah, great. After you know that I work at Apple, bro, it's nothing but blue bubbles with me, man.
Exactly. So then a little bit later, I asked you for your number again, and you sent it to me. Yeah, and then now we're fucking boys. You know what I'm saying?
My man. Yeah, getting money, fuck the feds. That's Stevie Wonder Bread.
Yeah. Oh, Wonder Bread every day, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's beer and bread, bitch.
I forget what song that's from, but it's a Mac Miller. He's like, getting money, fuck the feds. It's Stevie Wonder Bread. Something like
bro.
That.
And that's
all right,
us.
bro. Well, yeah, let's catch up soon. Let's do a beer review. Hit me up. We'll figure out the whole deal.
Yeah, I will. Well, first one we're doing is Bud Light, bro.
All right. So be it.
All right. Cool.
It's been a while since I've had one, so I'd like to try one again.
Yeah, week 2 is Bud Heavy. We'll switch it up on them. There you go.
All right, bro.
All right,
I'll talk to you
later, man. All right, later.
See ya.
It's juice. Yeah. They love to hate. They see me doing it for real, and I'm sorry to tell you this ain't luck. I'm just trying to ball like the Oregon Ducks. But man, fuck it. This podcast sucks.